I'd like to welcome our very special guests, Bert and Mylin.
Hey.
Thanks for having me. Dude.
And
Thank
Malika and Lucas
Thank you.
will be joining us as well. So before we get super into all the other stuff that's going on, there are ways that you can support tonight's show. We are testing out this Kids on Bike system for a new show that I will be running, and we're going to see how this all works out.
Dope.
So there are different ways that you can interact with the show. If we hit our goal of 750, a very special monster that all four of you control will come onto the battlefield.
What? Like we have powers?
The four of you together will control one creature.
Like Voltron.
What?
Oh, shit.
Kind of like Voltron,
We're going to be some paladins and whatnot.
but like
legit.
Bigfoot
Mhm.
instead of Voltron, that kind of thing.
Oh, I'm into it.
That's if we hit our goal of 750. That will kick off the big monster with that, and I'll have to learn how to use it.
Dope.
But
do
every
it really
$10
quick,
given
so-
to a player, so they can do hashtag Bert, hashtag Mylin, hashtag Lucas,
Obviously.
hashtag Malika. You can give you a adversity token.
Okay.
Now, you can ask me when you're making a roll how many adversity tokens you have. For instance, Mylin already has 2 and everyone else has 1.
Oh,
Adversity tokens give you a +1 to your roll. So when I tell you to make a stat check, you'll notice on your character sheets you have a list of different stats. Your fight, brawn, flight, grit, brains, or charm. Those stats are going to come into play based on how you role play. So if you're role playing a certain scenario and you are going to fight someone and you're role playing that, I'm going to make you roll your fight.
Dope.
And I will give you a difficulty on the result of that action. If you're fighting another character or say an NPC possibly, you might have to roll against a check of theirs. But for the most part, anytime you're doing anything, I'm going to give you a set number and you're going to have to roll above it. So depending on how difficult something is, you might want to figure out how difficult that thing is before you role play exactly how you want to approach it. Say if your character's got a lot of brains, you're not going to want to fight someone, you're going to want to outsmart them.
Are we choosing when to use our adversity, or do they get automatically used, basically?
It's
like
up to
first
you.
roll?
But I will say use them as quickly as you can and as
Smart.
often as you can. Zach is speaking all knowledgeable like he didn't just read the rules 1 hour ago. Yes, I did just learn all these rules. So that is basically how that'll work. You're going to use the stats and the numbers of values that I give you and pick and try to role play which stat you want to work in. So if you're acting all like badass and going to fight somebody, I'm not going to have you roll your brain if you then try to be like, oh, but I'm going to outsmart this person. So be aware of how you're role playing and how you want to approach certain situations. If you're trying to figure out a way to sneak into a certain type of place and you know that you have a really good brain stat, that's smart.
Why are you picking on the brainy person?
I'm not saying, are you the brainy one? Did you pick brains? You're a D20 +1. Okay, you're brains.
What's grit?
Grit is like you're hardened. You know, you've seen some shit.
Dope.
It's gonna. You might be able to even intimidate someone with grit.
Sweet.
You've like seen shit. You've
Cool.
been through some stuff. So, that's how the adversity tokens work. It gives you a +1 to your result.
Dope.
Now there are 2 different types of actions within this game. There's like snap kind of actions that happen in the moment, and there's planned actions. So say that you're doing something that doesn't have a time limit on it. If you're trying to do something that's not pressing, that's kind of a planned action.
Sure.
You're gonna tell me role play how you want to do it, and if it's in a stat you're good in, you may not want to risk rolling, and you might say I'm going to take like my planned action result. So if you're a D20 +1, that's going to be like an 11 of just an auto success if the difficulty of this is under 11. But I won't tell you the difficulty on something like that until after you told me what you want to do, because it'd be kind of unfair to be like, oh, this is difficulty of 10, and then you decide whether or not you want to do that.
Cool.
Now, if it is a snap action, something that needs to happen immediately, which I don't think that's the exact word for it, I'm probably snap decisions. I'm sorry. There's planned actions and snap decisions. A snap decision is something that's going to happen in the moment. If you're like running away from something or something just pops out and you have to react to it immediately. In those situations, I won't give you the opportunity to just tell me, oh, I'm going to sit on this, take half of your value, and auto succeed. You have to roll. You're going to have to roll.
Cool.
The other thing with snap decisions, this is important. These adversity tokens you're getting from the chat room, you can use them to help your other players.
Oh, sweet.
So say if you're doing a planned action and you know you're trying to like fix your bike, you know your bike's busted down, you're wanting to fix it, that's kind of a planned action, might come in handy later. I'm going to tell you that's a difficulty of 10. but it's going to take your brain. What's your brain stat?
Well, that's problematic because it's a D8.
It's a D8. So, you might want to ask your friends for some help, and you're going to role play that. If you're going to give him tokens to help him out, to give him a +1 on his roll, tell me how you help.
Sure.
Role play it out, and then I'll let you roll with however many tokens are given to you. That only works for planned actions. On snap decisions, you're not allowed to help each other with your tokens. You're going to roll.
Smart.
You can't jump in. You could use your own tokens, but you're not going to be able to use other people's tokens.
I
Okay?
like that.
All right, so those are the first things. You can tip for #Bert, Lucas, Malika, or Mylin to give them adversity tokens. Now, we also have in this rumors and evidence.
Ooh.
The audience is going to be able to tip for rumors. At $50, tip for a #rumor. You can add a rumor to the town that you're a part of. So
That's
something could be
cool.
going on in this town, and somebody's going to throw in a rumor. Now, that doesn't mean that rumor's true. It's just a rumor. It's just a rumor. It's up to you all to investigate that rumor or not. Think it's BS. Like, obviously, Shirley wouldn't do that. That's not true. Shirley's not like that. It's up to you all and how that's going to play out. But the audience can then, to help each other out, they can add evidence to that.
Ooh.
They can tip for #evidence at $25
That's
to
legit.
add evidence on top of a rumor to either further make that rumor true or untrue.
Ooh. Sick.
VersDX says no, Shirley is totally like that. Yeah. The other thing that you can do is for #Townie, you can add an NPC at $100. You can just add an NPC into the town that I will then roleplay and bring in. Now, I will like to remind everyone this is a serious show. This is not one of our silly shows. This is going to be serious role-playing. We're going to be trying to tell a tonal story set in 1988, and we play it to the best of our ability. This is now a radio drama, believe it or not. And I know that's hard to believe considering how things usually operate around here.
Yeah, we'll see.
What
We'll
about
see how
the
it
side of
goes.
the table that was born after 1988?
Good luck.
Okay.
Should we give that note to the chat as well when submitting rumors and evidence that keep
Should
it
be
like
in that era.
make it
You're trying
Make
to
it fit.
add to the story.
Yeah.
Naeem's head's on camera.
Oh, you should see his face right now. He just froze.
Chat says hi. Naeem cameo.
We can't see the chat room. That may be a rumor that you just put out there,
Yeah.
Zach.
So, I'm going to give you all a really quick introduction here. This is the basics before we get into the game. Now, like I said, this is for those that might be tuning in after watching 10 Candles last week, the finale of 10 Candles. It's done, but there will be a spin-off show that will be taking place in KOllOK in 1997. We're planning on using this system, so I would like to test it. See how it works, test how the dice rolls work, how the chat gets to interact with it, see how you all like it. Oh, I forgot to add, every $75 earned equals a reroll for someone.
Oh, sweet.
So we've already hit one reroll.
And
So
it's added. It's a pool,
it's a pool.
so we'll pick from it.
Yep.
We'll just
somebody
know that we have that.
Because
group of-
rerolls are pretty powerful.
Yeah.
Pretty powerful. Because I will add tokens to stack on a reroll. Say if you all come together and give 5 tokens towards something, and it's a +5, if you ask to reroll it, I'm not going to make those tokens go away. It still counts. So rerolls are pretty powerful. So, oh, I should remind you too. This is important. It was in the rule book. Fighting is dangerous. Okay? Because the amount of damage you take and what happens in any confrontation is dependent on the dice roll and the extent at which the difference is between your success and failure. You can die from a fist fight.
How do we know what our HP is?
You don't have HP. It's all narratively driven. It's all based on your dice rolling and how that story plays out. Say you get in a fist fight with somebody, Lucas, and they have a D20 on their brawn,
Whoa.
I'd kick his ass.
and you roll a 1, and they roll an 18, it's going to knock you out cold, and you might
we'll
not
see.
wake up.
We'll see.
So be aware, you can die in this system,
Sure.
and everything is dangerous in that regard. You are normal people in a world of strange things.
Okay.
If someone has a gun, this is not an RPG situation where it can be like, oh, look, a gun. Let's role play around that. No, a gun's a big deal.
Yeah. So we're role playing like real kids just saw a gun.
Yeah.
Yes. Or adults. Not all of you are kids, right?
My
Okay.
job may mean that I have a weapon.
Okay.
Are you an adult?
Yes, I am an adult.
Oh, lame.
Yeah.
So let's get into it.
Totally.
Let's get into it. Okay, we are all in the town of Undecided. That's not a misprint or a misfill in the blank. Undecided is literally the name of the town. It appears that our founding fathers were pushed into promptly filling out the proper paperwork for establishing the town, and the name of the town was up for debate. So under AIM, they put Undecided. Bureaucracy being what it is, they shortly got back documents declaring that the town Undecided legally established, even now, in 1988.
Wow.
Nobody has gotten around to changing the town's name.
I love that.
Undecided is surrounded by forest for miles with a medium-sized lake deep in the middle of it. Reports citing all kinds come from both the forest and the lake all year long. So I'm going to draw a little map here on my table so I can keep track of all that. We're going to just draw that out as we go. On the edge of the forest road into town is an old AMC Gremlin is wrecked. Rumors say that the driver was found dead with an empty child car seat in it. Getting further into town, there's an old mine bookended by a pet cemetery and a human cemetery. Many wonder if digging so close is what has stopped the mine from being established, but no one wants to find out. But the town itself's pretty cool, with the Space Lanes bowling alley and the flying robot arcade. It's every kid's dream. And now with spring coming, the fair is back. As always, with it comes the fabulous freak show, bringing the strangest characters ever seen. It's like the town fits the name. All you know for sure is that where your adventure begins is Undecided. To finish creating Undecided, starting with the player to the left of the GM and going clockwise, each player at the table should say one rumor that they've heard about the town. Ooh. It can be serious, silly, likely, or tremendously outlandish. These rumors might be true, or they might not be. It all depends on where the game takes you. So, would you, Mylan, like to give us the first rumor of the town of Undecided?
I wasn't ready for this.
Yeah, we're jumping right into it. Any rumor of a small town in 1988?
I've heard that the child that was in the car seat grew up in the woods and was raised by wolves.
Perfect.
Sick.
Bird?
I heard a rumor that the reason it's actually called Undecided is to keep it off the maps for like government reports and records. So there's like a shady government organization that works here, and they use Undecided as cover to get away with a bunch of things.
Perfect. Lucas?
I heard that since this town was founded, there have been multiple sightings of a creature in the woods, but the only reporting is of 2 red eyes.
Ooh.
Malika?
Well, I'm not from around here, but I heard there's this Clifton's laundromat, and even though they don't have a lot of business, they're okay because it's actually a money laundering business.
Okay, laundromat that launders money.
It's a rumor. I'm not
yeah,
quite sure if
yeah,
it's true.
yeah. Makes sense. Makes sense. So, you all have selected your characters, correct?
Yes.
Yep.
All right. So really quickly, why don't we go down the line, and we're going to start with Mylan on the left. We're going to go the same thing clockwise. And actually, you know what? Let's save that. I think we should save that for the story. Let that contribute to your story.
Okay.
I don't know if I want to reveal all that. We'll let that come out. So, we're going to start now. We're going to skip a couple sections, and we're going to go to the quick start questions. In the shortest version of this setup, each of you will answer one question about the person clockwise from you at the table. Before answering the questions, you should move so that you are sitting next to someone you have a close relationship with, counting the GM seat as empty. So we'll just pretend you all have that.
Sure.
These relationships don't have to be positive ones, though. Starting with the player to the left, do the following. Decide if you want to answer a question about what's positive about your relationship to Bert, or if you want to answer a question about what's negative about that relationship.
I will answer what's negative about our relationship.
Boo, I started right. Positive.
Perfect.
Sorry.
So,
I like it.
what's great about this is I'm now going to roll a d20. Okay. So is what's negative?
Yeah.
Yes.
You roll a d20.
Oh.
No, that's Mylan. Roll a d20.
Oh, that's legit.
I rolled a 3.
Okay. Now, let me see if you answer this out loud. I'm going to make you answer it out loud, just for the sake of the show.
Mm-hmm.
What would make you betray Bert?
Betrayal.
And this is something you probably want to write down, everyone else write down, because it's going to influence the relationships you have in this one shot.
I would betray. Should I say his character name or just call him Bert? We're using our own
We're
names. That's
using
right.
our own
That's
names for
right.
the sake of the show,
That's
yeah.
right. I would betray Bert if I found out that he was talking about me behind my back.
Okay. Bert, would you like to answer a question that's positive or negative about Lucas?
Positive.
Positive. Roll a d20 for me.
You got it. 1. Let's get those out of here.
Yeah, get those out of the way. What did Lucas do for you that makes you owe him a debt that you can't repay?
Nice.
He saved me while I was trying to swim in a really cold river, and I forgot how to swim, so he saved me out of it.
This is very close to the truth of a real thing that happened.
No, it's fiction. It's fiction.
Yeah, this is all made up.
I heard this story and I didn't think it was real, but now you just confirmed it. Okay, Lucas, would you like to answer a question that is positive or negative about Malika?
Malika, your character is an adult, yeah?
Yeah, I'm an adult.
Negative.
Yeah.
Roll a d20, Lucas.
A 16.
How far would you go to make this character, Malika, suffer?
Do you want me to give like a distance? How do I answer this? A couple feet? I would not go far at all. I would try my hardest not to make her suffer.
Okay.
Do I have to say
when
a
I say
negative
how
thing?
far would you go to make this character suffer, I think it's more asking like,
What would I
what
do?
would you be willing to do to make Malika suffer?
Okay. Sit on a whoopee cushion in front of a bunch of people she respects.
Are you playing a teen?
My character's a jokester, so
Okay,
he's like,
that makes sense.
yeah.
All right, Malika,
Yes.
would you like to answer something positive or negative about Mylin?
Positive.
Roll a d20.
I got a 12.
Okay. Why do you have a bond with Mylin that can never be broken?
Are you an adult or a kid?
I'm a kid.
Teen.
A teen.
And it has your direct age on there on the left.
16.
Okay.
I saw Mylin, or I know that Mylin volunteers at the animal shelter and has respect for all living creatures. She's a good person inside.
Good kid, huh?
Good teen.
Good
On the
kid.
inside.
She's one of the good ones.
Okay, now that you've all had the last details about your character, we can get started. So, you have a couple things I need you to do really quick. So be thinking about these. You all have something to write on. Read over your character sheet really fast to yourself. I need you to write down something that motivates you. Okay. Oh, we've got 2 rerolls. Nice.
Yeah.
Somebody is talking in my ears.
some interesting music. So think about what motivates you. If you want an example, it could be to impress Tom so that he'll go out with me, to get back at Jessica for what she did to me in 6th grade, to look cool, to learn, to not let everyone know that you're terrified of the dark, or don't let everyone know that I'm a thief in town. So if it's appropriate, you can share these with players. If you'd like to keep this a secret, keep it a secret. It's up to you all.
I'll share. This is kind of complex just because this is kind of the way his character is written. I get made fun of a lot because I squint a lot because we can't afford glasses, and if we do get glasses, they go to my sisters. So I have to like joke to sort of cope with like people are gonna make fun of me. I have to joke first, but ultimately deep down, I just want to be taken seriously.
Perfect. Anyone else like to share in this interesting therapy session that we're doing?
Apparently, I don't know anything about my mom, so I'm really trying to find out what happened to her. It's like a big motivating force, but I think it has. Well, no, I don't know. I'm not gonna say that. I'm trying to find out what happened to my mom.
Okay. And anyone else? Anything you want to keep it a secret? What motivates you?
I'm gonna keep it a secret.
Secret. Okay.
Mm.
Fears.
Mm.
Write down your fears. So obviously you're going to want to avoid your fears when at all possible. And you'll behave more irrationally when you're faced with your fear. Ultimately, what you fear in the game, though, is completely up to you. Children usually fear things that rationally they shouldn't fear, and don't fear things that they ought to. They're more likely to walk up to a stranger covered in blood and make sure that they're okay than they are to open their closets in the middle of the night. Generally, children fear the unknown and what they can't see. Kids are also generally not ashamed of their fears. They'll gladly declare them to friends and strangers alike. Let's see, it also says few adults have the fears that children have, and most of them aren't worried about the kinds of social things that concern teens. Rather, they're typically afraid of things being taken from them and all that good stuff. So, just for the sake of this one shot, let's go ahead and share your fears so I, as the GM, know them as well.
Ooh.
Well,
That's cool.
yeah.
I see that. Yeah, I see that. Thank you. Thank you. I like the lights notifying me.
Yeah.
This is great. Okay, that was an evidence. We'll see how that comes into play. All right, so let's go ahead. Mylin, share your fear.
My fear is of not being good enough and failing in front of my classmates.
Okay. Failing in front of your classmates, huh? Is that what it was? Failing in front of them?
Fear of not being good enough and failing in front of my classmates.
Okay. Bert.
I'm afraid that I am never gonna get out of this town.
And how old are you, Bert?
16.
So you two would be classmates.
Yes.
Let's go ahead and establish a relationship there. Now you said you had a negative thing about Bert there. The two of you were in a class together.
Sure.
Would you say you're friends, or
I would
Probably not.
maybe at one point
maybe at one point?
younger, but no, not now.
Not
Definitely
anymore. Not anymore. Okay. Okay. Not technically two people that hang out in the same place unless they had to.
Negative.
Okay, makes sense. Bert,
Yo.
what's your fear? Oh, staying in the town. Got it. Lucas.
Guys with tattoos
Mm.
and the woods in the dark.
Guys with tattoos, woods in the dark. Okay. And how old are you?
12.
Okay.
You saved me from a river. That's fantastic.
That's
pretty
amazing.
amazing.
I'm a very strong swimmer.
Oh my god.
I just handed you a stick and pulled you out.
Cool.
Do you even know who... Let's add some depth to that conversation. You're 12, you're 16. You two wouldn't necessarily hang out with each other, but you would know of each other's existence.
Mm-hmm.
Did you recognize him when you pulled him out of the river?
I feel like... Yes.
You recognized him?
Yeah.
Have you thought... what has your relationship been from your eyes with him ever since that happened? Were you 12 when it happened? Was this recent? Were you 11, 10?
I think before I had a sort of fear of like talking to the older kids and like
Okay.
that fear of like, oh, the older guys are going to beat me up, push me in a locker. But now I think he has a respect for me and he sort of treats me a little bit more like an equal. Like one of the cool kids, even though everyone treats me like crap.
Okay. So you feel like now that you saved one of the cool kids, who is probably not actually one of the cool
No,
kids.
not at all.
But
But
to
he's
you,
older.
Because he's older, he's a
Mhm.
cool kid.
Yeah.
You think that you've gotten in.
Mm-hmm.
You think you've definitely gotten in.
Yeah.
And maybe you use it to impress your other friends.
Yeah.
You know, you got this 16-year-old friend who can, you probably tell them he can buy you booze and stuff.
Yeah.
But
But he probably thinks I'm annoying, and
Yeah.
that he would have rather died than having this held
This
over
life
him.
debt, yeah.
So, Malika, fear. And how old are you?
I am 26 years old, and I'm afraid of never being able to deeply understand people or truly connect to someone.
And give us a really quick rundown before we break into the game. As a 26-year-old woman in the town of Undecided, you're from out of town, you said. So you
Yes.
were put here for work, I'm guessing?
Yeah, so I actually came here about 6 months ago
Okay.
to replace. Can I just read my character sheet?
You know, if you'd like to, if that helps you explain for everyone else since you're the outsider.
Sure. Because all right, I think everybody would know this. This would
Okay.
maybe be the talk of the town. So I'm not from around here. I don't even really live in the town. I moved here 6 months ago to replace the previous national park ranger who died under very mysterious circumstances. I live in the ranger station, deep in the woods. But that's how I like it. I enjoy the sounds of nature and the lack of other people. I've never been able to figure out other people, but animals, they make sense to me.
Okay, this is great. This is great. Okay, I'm going to say as an adult, you're knocked out of the backpack situation.
Okay.
I need the rest of you to indicate what you have in your backpack, literally and figuratively. Literally speaking, what items are you never without? Write them on your sheet. For kids, this might be in their for kids, these might literally be in their backpack. What would make the most sense for you? For example, a good scout would never be caught without their pocket knife, except at school, of course. And figuratively speaking, the backpack is also a good place to list advantages that you have over other people. While this doesn't have to consider all of the ways in which you are privileged, it would be a good place to think about the more intangible resources you have at your disposal. For example, Azra's backpack might indicate that her parents are exceptionally supportive and do everything that they can to give her the resources to succeed at school. Ibrahim's backpack, on the other hand, might indicate that his bad relationship with his parents has given him a strong sense of self-reliance and ability to do for himself. The intangible resources in your backpack won't have a mechanical impact on the game, but they should give you places to turn if you need help in getting out of a problem, or create tension if that resource is suddenly not available. For the sake of this one shot, maybe this is a good time to explain what your strengths are around the table so we can better create a game when we're playing and you kind of have an idea of like who you might want to throw to, who else is at the table if they have a strength that you don't in a certain situation. So why don't we start with Mylan there?
So our D20 strength then?
Your strengths are listed right here.
Just
yeah.
kidding. I am lucky, and I may spend 2 adversity tokens to reroll a stat check. And I'm also wealthy. You may spend money as though you were in a higher age bracket. For example, even a wealthy child would be considered to have the disposable income that a typical teenager would have. A wealthy teen that a typical adult would have.
Cool. All right. Bert, and also Mylan, you might want to move that up a little closer to your mouth. Yeah.
I have 2. I have cool under pressure. You may spend adversity tokens to take half of your dice value instead of rolling on a snap decision.
Oh, so you
that's
can
cool.
use the half value on
Half
snaps.
value on stuff. That's dope. And then I'm prepared. I can spend 2 adversity tokens to just happen to have 1 commonplace item with you. I always seem to have something in my bag.
A little bit of a MacGyver.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Lucas.
I am easygoing, which means I can gain 2 adversity tokens when I fail instead of 1. And I'm also gross. I have some kind of gross bodily trick, either loud, quiet, smelly, up to me, that I can do on command.
So why don't you go ahead and tell us what your gross strength is?
Yeah, I'm trying to think of something that's gross that could be a strength. Oh, you know that thing you do that you could do with your tongue? I've never been able to do it. Where if you like put your tongue on the roof of your mouth, you can like spit from under your tongue.
Gleek on people?
Gleek. I can do that for like 20 feet.
A 20-foot gleeker.
Yeah.
Okay. I would also like to let you know, Lucas, that your first strength is irrelevant.
Great.
Cool.
Because
Should
the
we
chat-
modify it or?
Nope. The chat will be rewarding you with that, so we're going to say that's an irrelevant strength. Your only strength is gleeking for 20 feet. Next up, very last thing
Oh, I
before
don't
we
have
get
any
into the game.
strengths at all?
Oh, sorry, Malika.
I'm also prepared, just like Bert, and I am a skilled ranger. I may automatically succeed at any check with a difficulty of 12 or lower related to being a park ranger.
Interesting.
If the GM determines that you must roll a check related to being a ranger, add +3 to your roll on top of any other bonus.
Wow.
You're like a superhero.
Wow. Okay,
I'm
a
just
park
a
ranger in this
ranger.
game is ridiculous.
I picked it for a reason.
Okay, the very last thing you'll notice on the right side of your sheet, some of you have questions. Not all of you. I'm going to have you read those questions out loud and
Sure.
answer them in the moment. Now, sometimes these can be done as secrets and you would just share them with the GM, but for the sake of the one shot, let's go ahead and get into it. So go ahead, Mylin.
Okay. Though being rich is great, what's the biggest downside? The biggest downside is
Oh, so you're definitely wealthy?
Yeah.
Oh, great.
Yeah, I'm the richest kid in town.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I think the biggest downside is you never know who your friends really are.
Okay, and your second question.
And then, how does it feel to have such power over your peers? It's pretty great, but also really lonely.
Got it.
Mm.
Got it.
Ah,
Okay.
relatable.
I doubt it.
I get it.
Can already tell that you're going to love the 12-year-old. Bert.
Cool. Question number 1. Why do you carry mace with you? I like to. I'm a loner, and I like to read in unsafe locations. And I got attacked once, but I do a lot of urban exploration.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Okay.
and my second question is, what do you think about the popular kids? And I wrote, blech, they're the worst.
Okay. And Lucas.
Question 1. What do your sisters do that make you immediately lose your temper? I'm gonna say that, like, I'm always saving up quarters to go to the arcade, but they sneak into my room and steal them all the time. And when I see that, I keep good track of my quarters, and when I see that one's missing, I lose it. Question 2. What are 2 of your go-to jokes? How do you sell a deaf guy a pig?
How do
How?
you?
Hey, you want to buy a pig? Joke number 2.
Yeah, okay, I get why he's 12 and this is on. He talked louder. It was great. It was good.
Why do scuba divers always fall backwards off the boat?
Why?
I don't know.
Because if they fell forwards, they'd be in the boat.
That's so dumb.
12-year-old
Cool.
jokes, baby. Y'all are loving them.
Okay. All right. So, apparently. Okay.
I don't have any.
I'm
Yeah.
checking the chat right now. Apparently, Alicus just donated $20 towards a rumor, and then someone else gave a rumor. Okay. All right. So, that is a rumor that will come up, and I will make sure that happens. So, well, it may not happen. It's a rumor. So, there we go. It sounds like what we know for sure is there is something in the woods.
Cool.
Something in the woods. Oh, Lucas is fixing that real quick. And, oh no, what happened? Oh, Lucas's computer crashed, so.
Tight.
Should we just turn the TV off, or? Okay. All right. Okay. So, a rumor has come in, but first we need to set the scene.
Malika's questions?
She didn't
I
have
don't
any.
have any
You have
questions.
none?
No
I'm an
questions?
adult. I've figured all that stuff out.
Wow. Okay, so let's get into
Your
it.
fancy job and your taxes.
The town of Undecided. The year is 1988. The town of Undecided is small, large for some of you who grew up on the outside of town, but we're going to say about 20,000 people, nestled close together around the lake in the middle of town. We're going to call it Glimmer Lake. The whole town revolves around this lake. It's a tourism attraction spot. Lots of people retire here. There's a couple fun things to do in town. Bowling alley, arcade. And the fair is just coming to town. The spring fair. It rests on the outside of town, not too far away from that old abandoned AMC car rests on the side of the road. This fair is a traveling circus. Those were still a big hot ticket item back in the mid to late 80s.
What are you talking about? This is the best thing to happen.
Exactly. But the show itself is shrouded in mystery. It doesn't seem to perform anywhere other than the town of Undecided. It just appears and performs as if for just you all in this small mountain town next to the lake. All of you are currently at the fair. So we're going to go down the line one by one and just find out what you're doing at the fair. What are you doing at the fair right now, Mylan?
I'm trying to win a stuffed animal at... I don't know what it's called. The one where you toss it in the basket.
Skee ball. No.
No.
Yeah, you're going to have to do a lot better than that. But it's another $5 if you want to throw another ball.
Yeah, fine. Here's 100. Give me all of them. Like
What?
now. Here's $100.
You
Give
want
me
the
a bunch.
Do you want the ball or do you want the...
I want a bunch of balls.
You know, I could just give you the prize for $100.
No, that's not the same.
Okay. 50 balls.
Thank you.
And you're just going to sit there and throw them one at a time.
Yes.
All right. So he just kind of leans back against the side of the game's wall. Go ahead.
Yeah, okay. I'm just going to start.
Miss. 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 Look, pleasure doing business with you. You're not going to get the ball in the hole. Look, let me tell you a little secret.
Okay.
When someone hands you a prize in life, just take it.
Okay.
You don't have anything to prove. We designed these things for you to lose.
Fine.
Just take the prize.
Yeah, okay, fine. Yeah,
It's a $2 bear.
great. That would be great.
Would you like any more bears? What about a dog? A little elephant?
Maybe the dog.
That'd be another $100.
Yeah, okay, fine.
You go to school around here or something?
Yeah. Obviously.
And your parents let you walk around with that kind of money?
Yes.
All right. Here's your dog. As he's handing you the two stuffed animals, you notice that he's kind of looking over his shoulder at someone, kind of eyeing back down at you.
Thanks.
Have a great day, miss.
Thanks, you too.
I'm going to say you,
Character's name is Bert.
Bert. Bert, what are you doing at the fair tonight before I tell you what you see in this interaction?
I hate crowded locations. I don't like all the people here, but it's the perfect opportunity to buy illegal fireworks.
Sick.
Illegal fireworks. So
Yeah.
you're here scouting out illegal fireworks. You're hanging out with your friend Scott.
Oh,
Your friend Scott Harris, by the way. He's kind of a loser, a little bit of a deadbeat.
Oh, yeah, that guy's a freak.
Hey, so where's your guy?
I don't know. He said to meet him by the falafels.
Yeah. Look, I took all the money I could out of my dad's stash, so how much do you think $10 is gonna get us?
I not a lot. I mean, I only have 20, but that's something to explode.
Hey, did you hear? Tell me if you've heard this, okay? Down by that old train station near the lake, I heard it's haunted.
What?
Like haunted.
The train station by the lake?
Yeah. Like strange noises and shit have been being heard all around there.
Why would a ghost haunt a train station?
I don't know. It's just what I heard. And I even heard that, like, at night when it's really foggy and stuff, when the fog's coming off the lake, you can see lights on inside the station. But that place hasn't been open for like 10 years, man. I said we go break in later. Check it out. Okay, look, it's probably not haunted. Probably somebody's got, like, stash going on up in there. They're probably moving something. Lights on at night.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's go stake the place out. They probably think nobody's going to come around.
You know, Scott, that's a good idea. I like it. Check it out. It's clearly not haunted, so clearly they're doing something. So maybe it's better. Do they come on at night?
Okay.
Well, why don't we just go in the day?
But how will we know if somebody's there? Thing is, you go at night, if the lights are off, coast is clear. Lights are on. I mean, I'm not going in there. I'm not going to. Maybe it's haunted.
Yeah, but it's not haunted.
No, but what if it is? I mean, it's probably just a rumor, but what if it is?
Why is it haunted?
I mean, they're probably just doing, like, they probably got a stash in there or something. Something's going on. And he kind of stops, and he's looking over your shoulder.
What?
And he sees looking at the guy who's running the ball, kind of like the ball thrown into the bottle pit.
Yeah.
And you recognize Mylan is standing there. And the guy is eyeing Scott. Scott kind of, hey, I'll catch up with you later, okay? I gotta go.
What's going on?
No, don't worry about it. Don't worry about
What
it.
about your $10?
Don't worry about the money. We'll have more later, okay?
Yeah, but if the guy's gonna come now, you need just give me your $10.
Just forget the fireworks, all right? I gotta do
That's the
stuff.
whole
Just,
reason.
hang out here. I'll be back, all right? And you notice as he's walking away, he kind of like wrings his hands together and he starts following Mylan
Sure.
as she's walking away. Do you do anything?
Nope.
Just kind of watch him.
Yeah.
Follow Mylan. She walks away. Lucas, what are you doing at the fair?
I'm here as the chauffeur for my 2 younger sisters, Tanya and Tammy. So currently we're at the petting zoo, and I'm trying to act like I'm watching them, and I don't want to be there.
So you're hanging out at the petting zoo,
Watching them.
just watching them?
Yeah, I mean, I'm inside the petting zoo, like, leaning against a fence post, and, like, there's a goat approaching me and stuff, and I'm just trying to act cool, like, you know, I'm here for my sisters, but, like, look around and, like, pet the goat.
And your sisters were younger, right?
Mhm.
How much younger?
I have 2 younger sisters. These are the ones that I'm watching, but I also have 1 older sister, Teresa. The younger sisters are going to be, they're twins, and they're both 8.
Creepy.
Okay. You're going to hear someone coming up behind you. And you hear this guy, "Some fucking dweeb." I'm going to give you an opportunity to react. How would you react role-playing wise? And then I might let you roll out of this.
I think I would try to, again, continue to act like that I'm here for my sisters, and that I
And
don't
not do anything?
I don't take any pleasure in being in this petting zoo, and I'm trying to be cool.
Okay.
This isn't, I recognize this voice.
Can you roll your brawn for me with a difficulty of 5?
So that is a D12. That's a 3.
Would you like to use any of your adversity?
How many do I have? Do I have 2?
You have 3.
Yeah, I'll use 2 to get a 5.
Okay, so right at a 5, I'm going to say that you feel your head kind of get pushed, and a foot kind of comes in front of yours, and it's very clear this individual is trying to push your face down in the piles of shit in the petting zoo, but you kind of catch yourself, and you just kind of feel that jerk on your head as you're able to brace yourself up against the railing before you fall down, as you recognize one of the bullies, Tex Johnson, behind you.
Oh, what's up, Tex? I'm just watching my sisters.
Tex, a 13-year-old held back a grade to your own. Was it 6th grade yourself? 6th grade?
Yeah.
6th grader? Yeah, he's held back in the 6th grade. Hasn't made his way up to junior high yet. He's definitely got a chip on his shoulder. What are you doing, nerd?
My mom, she put me in charge of my sisters tonight, so I'm just watching my sisters.
Oh,
What's up? What's up, man?
little
What
baby babysitting.
What are you up to, dude?
None of your business, shit stain.
Okay. So that's
Little
That's-
baby babysitting.
okay. Yeah, just baby.
You got any money on you? Your parents let you leave the house with any money in your
No.
pockets?
No. Not at all.
Give me your money. Empty your pockets. Do it.
Empty my pockets.
Why don't you go ahead and roll your brains with a difficulty of 4.
That's a 4.
Okay. You are able to kind of like when you reach into your pockets, you just kind of hold a couple dollar bills in your hand and pull out your pockets. And he totally buys that you don't have any money on you at all.
Sorry, dude. Like, honestly, I didn't come with much. Just take it.
Lucky. Super lucky.
Have fun.
Whatever, man. I'm not going anywhere. I don't have anything to do but just sit here and mess with you.
Do you want to, like, we could go right down the slide or something?
Not friends.
Yeah, no.
Hey, you know what?
What?
You know the old video store? When we pick up all the nudie tapes? Oh, you
Yeah.
probably don't know,
No,
do you?
totally. Yeah,
Oh,
I do
yeah,
that.
you don't know.
No, I do that all the time.
You have no idea.
Why? What about it?
Never even seen a nudie tape, have you?
Yeah, I watch nude tapes all the time, dude.
Okay, there's like this black curtain in the back. Okay, buddy mine. He thought that's where they put more of the nudie tapes, but turns out it's like this secret entrance. It's
what?
like a weird hidden society.
Like the Freemasons or some shit?
It's probably like a men's society because only dudes go back there, like old dudes.
Sounds like the Freemasons to me.
Yeah, he told me that we should tell Lucas, and I was like, yeah, what's the point?
He said that? He said my name?
Yeah, he said we should tell Lucas, but I was like, doesn't matter. Lucas is too chicken to do it anyway.
Oh,
I have no idea.
I'm not chicken. Is it open right now? I'll go right now.
The video store? Yeah, what are you going to do? Run to the other side of town?
Well,
Call your mom, have her drop you off to pick up some nudie tapes at the store?
I'm watching my sister, so I can't now, but
You're babysitting?
I'll do it. Yeah, I'm babysitting. It's responsibility.
Just a chicken. It's a big chicken.
I'm not a chicken. I'll do it.
Malika.
Yep.
Being a big fan of animals.
Yep.
You're hanging out at the petting zoo by yourself. Feeding some of the goats, chickens, things like that. You first noticed Tex kind of pushing against the back of Lucas's head, and now he's just sitting there calling him a chicken in front of everybody and kind of berating him. Do you do anything?
I'm a huge people watcher. I don't understand people, but I sure do get amused by just watching the antics of little kids unfold before me. So I'm going to maybe perch myself on like the railing, just take a seat and see how this plays out.
Cool. Thanks.
So you see this older woman to you. It's a much older woman.
Oh yeah, that 26-year-old lady.
Old enough to be like grandma.
Sit down on the wood railing, eating some fair popcorn, and just kind of watching Tex berate you. And you make direct eye contact with her as Tex is, like, picking on you. Yeah, but whatever, dweeb. You're too big of a chicken shit to do it anyway. When you decide to grow some balls, let me know. We'll go check out the black room in the back of the video
I got all
store.
kinds of balls, Tex. I'll do it right now. What do you want to do? Should we go? I'll go. Hey, lady, will you watch my sisters?
No.
Man, I'll do this like another time.
Tex
if you
like
want,
slaps. What are you doing, man? Don't talk to her.
dude, I'm not chicken.
Dude, have you heard about her?
What?
Dude, that's the forest lady.
I can hear you. Can I?
No, ma'am. I didn't say anything, ma'am.
Why don't you leave your friend here alone?
It's not my friend. Ma'am.
Yeah, no, we're cool, ma'am. What do you mean, forest lady? What are you talking about?
She lives in the forest by herself, dude. She's like into weird shit.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah.
Should we
Should we
get away from her?
I'm not scared.
Yeah, me neither. Get out of here, goat.
I'm not scared. I gotta go anyway, dweeb.
Yeah.
Have fun watching your sisters.
Cool.
As he kind of pushes you on your back and starts to walk away.
God, I hate that guy.
Can I say something to Lucas?
Yeah, of course.
Hey, Lucas. Oh, do I know who he is?
I don't think you would know his name.
Sure. Hey, kid. Why do you let that other dweeb push you around?
I mean, he's bigger than me, and I can't see anything. Like, I can only see like 2 feet in front of my face. But also, yeah, I mean, he's bigger than me. What would if I pushed him back, what do you think would happen?
I don't
Then
know.
he'd punch me. He would punch me. He's done it several times. Forget it.
Are those two your little sisters?
Yeah. It's, Tanya and Tammy.
Looks like you look after them pretty well.
Nah, they're dumb.
Okay, kid. Don't get yourself hurt.
Do you live out in the woods all alone?
Yep.
What do you do out there?
Park ranger stuff.
Oh. That's pretty cool. I was in the Cub Scouts.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
What'd you like about it?
Well, we went camping and they taught me how to build a fire. That was cool.
Well, as a park ranger, I'm going to tell you, I hope you learned how to safely put out those fires.
Yeah, I think you could put like dirt or use water.
We're going to cut back to Mylan. You're walking along the line of all the games carrying your 2 big stuffed animals. And you happen to notice over your shoulder Scott Harris. Scott's someone who's creeped you out numerous times before. And he's definitely got his eyes set on you. He's kind of walking about 10 feet behind you. And every once in a while when he walks by a booth, he kind of makes eye contact with someone working there and redirects his eyes back at you. And he's starting to make you feel a little bit uneasy. Like, you can definitely notice that something's going on here. Can you roll your brains for me with a difficulty of 6?
2.
You have 5 tokens available. Would you like to use them for this or not? No? Okay. A lot of weird men follow you around and stare at you, so you don't think anything of it. And you just kind of continue obliviously walking forward down the side of this path. You go about another 30 to 40 feet as you go past one of the large, we're going to say like cotton candy booths. And as you turn the corner, there's a man standing there. Hey.
Hey, what?
What are you doing?
Enjoying the fair, I guess?
Alone.
My friends are around here somewhere. I don't know. We got separated for a little bit.
Oh, really?
Yeah?
You don't have any friends around here? It's
I
just
have
you?
lots of friends.
He looks over your shoulder. That's Scott Harris, who's now a lot closer, coming up behind you. Yeah, can you help me out with something?
I don't think so.
Yeah, see, I'm running this booth back here.
Okay.
Generator's out of gas.
I don't...
I mean, I heard you got a lot of money. Maybe you could help me put some gas in my generator. And at that point, you feel Scott's hand grab your right hand from behind. And he's going to kind of grab the left hand. And so you kind of feel him grab your right underneath one of the stuffed animals you're holding. And he's going to kind of reach around and grab your left. I'm going to give you an opportunity here to react.
I want to try and, like, twist away from him.
Are you going to try to run? Are you going to try, or dodge, or kind of...
I want to try and, like, twist away from Scott and, like, scream at the same time.
Okay, so this is going to be your flight. So you're going to roll your flight, and I'm going to roll Scott's fight.
Okay.
Okay?
Oh, shit.
10.
I got an 11. Would you like to use any tokens?
Yes.
Okay. Would you like to boost that up to a 12, possibly?
Yes.
Okay. Tell me what you do.
I throw my stuffed animals that are in my hand as I feel him like grabbing me, and I try to like twist away, and I start screaming, "Get off me, you freak! Stop! Someone help! Help!"
Bert, you hear this, and you had kind of noticed them walk away, and now
Sure.
you hear her screaming. You're immediately able to put 2 and 2 together.
Sure.
Do you do anything?
Yeah, I run over.
Okay. You run over as you see a lot of other people being completely oblivious. Probably because it's Mylin,
Sure.
the town spoiled brat. As she's screaming, as Scott is kind of holding on to her right arm, as she's kind of flailing, what do you do?
Scott, what the hell are you doing?
Hey, stay out of this, Bert. Look, she's got enough money to go around for all of us, man.
Get off me! What is your problem?
Just shut up. Shut up right now.
I want to run and like kind of push into Scott.
So you're going to run and push into Scott and just kind of like try to nudge him off.
Yeah.
That's going to be your fight versus Scott's brawn. Okay.
Oh, wait. I rolled the wrong dice.
Okay, roll the right die.
Pardon me. It's a 7,
We have, I believe, 2 rerolls available.
but I don't know what you rolled.
I rolled a 12.
Oh. I'm going to use a reroll. How much adversity do I have?
You have, and if you want to use adversity,
Yeah.
you need to use that adversity now before you declare your reroll.
Oh.
So I don't want this to be so easy for
Sure.
you. So you have 5 adversity available.
Okay, so I declare how much I'm going to use,
How much adversity would you like to use?
and I can reroll, and that would add to the reroll, or I can just use it right now.
How much, if you want to use, say, 3 adversity and risk a reroll, go for it. If you'd like to use all 5, then you all tie it at 12, right?
Yeah. Can I exceed my score if I add the adversity to it? So if I
If you reroll and it gets higher, yeah, it'll stay. The adversity
Okay.
will stick.
I'm going to use all 5,
Okay.
and I'm going to use a reroll.
All right.
And I'm
Sick.
Gonna
We are down now to 4 rerolls.
Dope.
Thank you,
Okay.
chat. What is that?
The 7.
You go to run into Scott. Scott takes the blunt of that hit, and it kind of pushes into Mylin as well. Mylin, you go lunging into Scott's large friend. This is an adult man, probably around 22, 23 years old. He just grabs you by both arms as you run into him, and he just grabs you and holds you there. Scott, taking this, turns. I need you to roll. Well, first, he's coming at you. You recognize it.
Yeah.
He immediately turns, and he's going to hit you.
Sure.
Bert, what the fuck? As
Dude,
he
what are
goes
you
to turn,
doing?
How do you respond? Are you going to try to dodge? Are you going to try to take the hit? What are you going to do?
What? If I take the hit, that's grit?
No, taking the hit would be brawn. Grit would be trying to intimidate him, but he's getting a retaliating strike because
Sure.
you failed your last
I'm
roll.
going to take the hit.
So roll your brawn.
Sure. Oh. Doesn't matter. I'm a dummy.
I have rolled really well for Scott.
I got a 5.
I got a 13. Remember that chart chat room that we were looking at that I thought might not be super useful? I want to make sure on this chart.
It was fun while it lasted, guys. About to get knocked the fuck out.
Right?
You're gonna die.
So it's a 5.
Yeah. So I got a +1. I should have had a +1 on that. Forgot.
Okay.
Like, I still don't think he's actually going to punch me, but, like, right as it's coming
Oh.
close, I close my
So
eyes.
you close your eyes as the fist hits the right side of your face. You feel the immediate impact as your ear immediately starts to ring, as your eye almost within an instant swells shut, and you feel this pain ringing from the center of your face as your vision starts to blur. How do you respond to this?
Well, if I know where his general area is.
Now just tell me narratively.
Okay.
Because you just need to narratively tell me how you respond to this hit,
Mm.
and then I still get to say what happens next.
I'm gonna try and like tackle him.
So you get hit in the face, your eyes and vision start to blur, and you just lunge out at him. He very easily dodges out of the way, puts his foot on your back as you hit the ground. You should just fucking stayed out of it, Bert. Always trying to be a goddamn hero. Now give me your fucking money.
You can have my backpack. It's fine. I spent it all anyways.
Give it to me.
I throw my backpack at him.
As he grabs it and he looks at his friend, kind of nods as he's walking away.
You know who my dad is, and I won't forget this.
Oh, fuck you, bitch. He spits on the back of your head, Bert, as you're on the ground.
My 16-year-old bald head. I have hair in this, and I love it.
You could be
You
on a swim team.
notice a lot of people laughing at you, staring, people from your class. As the crowd is just kind of stopped and watching you as you start to claw your way back up, do you say anything to Bert?
Yeah, I offer him my hand and try and help him up. I'm like, thanks for trying to help.
I just get up and I walk away.
As you
Rude.
get up, and you kind of try to nudge her off as trying to walk away. A couple individuals wearing all black kind of step forward out of the crowd. Just kind of put their hand out on your chest and kind of push you back into the side behind the boost where the individual with the generator was signaling for. The other individual does the same to you and kind of pushes you both back into this alleyway.
What? What's with people putting their hands on me today?
I need to seek medical attention right now.
The individual just puts a finger over your mouth. You'll be fine. We would appreciate if you did not make a scene again. We don't need any unwanted attention now, do we?
Well, then you should probably think about hiring better.
I did not ask you to talk. It was a rhetorical question. Do you know what rhetorical means, child?
Probably not.
I'm sorry, did you want me to say something because you told me not to say something, then you asked me a question?
That too was a rhetorical question. We do not need anyone making a scene. So please, calm down. Follow the rules, or we will have to apprehend you.
What rules? That dude just beat us up, or beat him up anyways, and took my backpack.
Did I ask you a question that I wanted you to answer?
No, I think I asked you one.
I would prefer not to apprehend you. So please, refrain from making a scene again. Shh. The two figures back into the crowd and walk away.
What was that? Weird secret police? What?
Yeah, you know, I keep telling everyone that there's a government agency that runs this town and no one believes me.
Why are they yelling at us? We didn't do anything wrong. If you're the government, maybe do something about the people robbing me.
Whatever, you'll just buy another one.
Yeah, obviously, I don't care about it that much. But, like, still, it's just the principle of it.
We cut back to the petting zoo. two of you were having a delightful little conversation about how to prevent forest fires.
Well, I wanted to tell him something.
Lucas. Oh, you would like to tell him something? Well, finish your conversation,
Well,
please.
you know, after I was sure that he was actually a pretty good kid, I tell him, you know what? I think you should stand up for yourself. For your sisters.
Speaking of your sisters, when you hear that, it makes you remember immediately what they're supposed to be doing.
Oh shit, where are my sisters?
You look around immediately as you scan, expecting to see them just 10 feet away, petting one of the goats. They're not there. In fact,
Tammy?
they're nowhere in your line of sight.
I gotta go. Tammy! Tanya!
You start running around in this petting zoo, calling out for them. Other people are stopping and looking around.
I would help.
Okay, so you're going to start helping him look.
Sure.
Where'd they go?
Wait, your little sisters? The ones that look like little versions of you?
Yeah.
The twins?
Yeah, we were just petting goats.
Yeah, I totally just saw them too.
Ah, shit. My mom's gonna freaking kill me.
What's something one of your sisters always carries around with her that you would always, you would recognize as your sisters?
A bracelet with a 4-leaf clover charm on it.
You see this bracelet in the hay,
Oh, no.
kind of in the middle of the petting zoo. There's no one around, mind you. Everyone's kind of on the edges with all the animals and everything.
Oh,
But you do see this
shit.
bracelet kind of glimmering in the light. The sun's just gone down, mind you, at the fair. It's just gotten dark.
Shit, shit, shit. That's her bracelet. Oh, my God. I'm sure they probably just wandered off. Will you help me look for them?
Yeah, of course. We just need to stay calm.
God damn it. Sorry.
I would be looking for any adults.
You see
Like an attendee of
an
the...
attendee, a fair worker, kind of sitting over in the corner smoking a cigarette, not really paying attention.
how old does this person look?
About 17.
Okay. Hey, kid. Do you see two other little... Those twins?
They look like me, but, like, shorter and, like, blonde hair and girly. Not like me, but, you know,
Yeah.
girls.
Did you see two blonde twins? How old are they?
8.
8 years old?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Did you see where they went?
No, I saw them over there earlier.
Isn't it your job to, like, watch people and make sure they're petting the animals right and stuff?
Yeah.
What happened when you were watching them? Where did they go?
I don't go to your work and shit on your job, alright?
I'm 12.
Come on, help us out here. This kid's 12.
Alright, I'll notify the park officials, but they're not going to like it. Look, I doubt anything will happen. You're better off just finding them yourself.
You don't have to notify anyone. I'm sure they're around. I was just wondering if you saw where they went.
Lucas, this guy is useless.
I
Did
mean-
your sisters say, like, they wanted to go check out another ride?
Yeah, they were talking about
Very
they wanted
clearly
to.
a woman, bitch.
Oh gosh, I didn't know either. Yeah, they were saying
Good
that they
luck.
wanted to go down
She
the
throws
slides.
her cigarette on the ground, stomps it out, and walks away.
Some people are just like that.
I don't like her.
She's not really cool.
They were saying that they wanted to go down the slides.
Oh, yeah, the really tall slides.
The ones where you get on the carpet. Yeah, over there on the other end.
Mhm.
Now,
Maybe we should head over there.
you notice something as you walk over to these slides. You feel your chest tighten. Because just on the other side of the petting zoo, the other side of the park. Now this being the petting zoo within this festival, it's on the outskirts already. And this being on the outskirts of town, just on the other side of this little clearing made for the petting zoo, are the woods. The deep, dark woods. And you see 2 red dots about 200 yards away. Small. They appear to be following your every movement.
No
Tracking you.
shit. Do you see that? Do you see the dots?
Would I see them?
I'm going to say you look over and you don't see any red dots in the woods.
It's just the woods, kids.
But it does give you an idea that if those girls were going to run off,
They would go to the woods. How about you go over the slides? I'm going to check around in the woods.
Yeah, I'm gonna go the other direction. There's some stuff out there for sure.
I'll be fine.
I don't think you should go out there.
Dude, that's like my back office. I'm a park ranger, remember?
I heard that there's something out there.
Yeah, I've heard that too. But I also live out in the woods and I haven't seen anything, kid.
Alright, well, I guess, good luck.
Let's meet back at the petting zoo in about 20 minutes.
Okay.
So, as you start to walk into the woods, Lucas, you make your way back towards the entrance to the petting zoo, which would go further into the park. And just as you're doing that, you recognize someone you pulled out of a river not long ago, but he seemed badly hurt. Your brain, as a 12-year-old, for some reason associates his hurt with the possibility of your sisters, because they're two items of danger. And Bert, you and Mylin are now walking towards the exit past this thing as you see Lucas looking quite frantic running towards you.
Oh, shit! Bert!
Oh,
Are you okay?
yeah, no, I'm fine.
Have you seen my sisters?
What? No.
My sisters.
No.
You haven't seen them?
No, we've been too busy being accosted by circus freaks.
Oh, hey, Mylin. What happened?
Wait, it doesn't, what? You said your sisters?
Yeah, my twin sisters.
Yeah. You lost them.
Did somebody do that to you?
Yeah, it's Scott being an asshole.
Do you think he did that to my sisters?
When did you lose your sisters?
Unless they have money on them, I doubt he was beating them up and robbing them.
Honestly, I wouldn't put it past anybody in this town right now.
Yeah. You guys are probably right. I'm sure they're fine.
Yeah, you need...
my mom's gonna be really upset if I don't come home with them.
Sure. They're probably here somewhere. Let's just. When was the last time you saw them?
10, 15 minutes ago at the petting zoo.
Do you think they just walked home when they couldn't find you?
No, they wouldn't want to leave the fair.
Why would you? Never.
I had to bring them here. I don't think that they would leave.
Okay. Are you asking for help?
No. You guys are.
Oh my god, Bert, what happened to your face? Oh, dude, you got fucked up. Your friend James kind of comes up through the fair. Oh my god. He pulls out this little, like, camera that's takes a picture as it quickly kind of blinds your one open eye. Oh, man, Bert, what happened? Yo, Mylin, what's going on?
Hi.
Are you two hanging out?
No, we're not. It's just look. So hey, James, I can't talk right now. I gotta help find some kids. So I'll talk to you later or something.
You're looking for kids. Oh, classic Bert. Look, Bert. Later on, me and some friends, we're gonna go down to that old train station.
The haunted one.
Dude, you heard about this?
Yeah, I did. Do you know anything else? Why they think it's haunted?
I mean, no, dude, it's probably really dumb. But I figured if there's a party, I'm there, right?
There's a party at the train station at the lake.
Well, I mean, it was gonna be like checking out to see if it's haunted, but it's gonna turn into a party because we're gonna take booze and stuff. And Mylin, you can come.
I'll think
You're
about
invited.
it. Yeah.
Bert, invite your friend. Come on, Bert. Don't be. Come on, Bert.
There is a party happening at a haunted train station by the river and the lake. If you're interested.
Holy shit! I have to go find Joe. You know what I just heard? You're not gonna fucking believe this. You know that dude that was Beetlejuice? Beetlejuice, right?
Yeah.
Batman. Next year, fucking Batman.
There's no way that he had There's no way.
Batman, Bert. Fucking Beetlejuice's Batman. Chew on that shit. I'm out. See you later, Bert. As he walks down the hill out and away.
I don't know how I feel about that. Sorry, the Batman. Never mind. Let's find.
Bigger issues.
Can we find my sisters?
Yeah. Sorry. Lead the way. Let's split up.
Maybe we should try and see if we can find a police officer or someone, you know? Since I was
I'm
robbed
gonna get
and there
so
are
much
children
shit
missing.
if we talk to the police.
No, we can't talk to anyone about what happened. Was it
Wait,
just
what?
me who saw the creepy people that touched my lips much?
Wait, what?
Yeah, I don't even know who they were. I'm sure my dad must know who they are.
I don't know
Somebody
how many
was
times
touching
I
your
need
lips?
to say this. There is a government agency that runs things in
That
the
worries
town.
about the teenagers in town getting beat up by the circus freaks? That's really on their agenda?
I mean,
That makes so much sense.
look, here's the thing. I don't need to understand what they're doing. I just need to know that they're doing it. So clearly,
What does that have anything to do with us? What does that have anything to do with my missing backpack or your stupid friend beating
I'm gonna
you
start
up?
walking this way if you guys want to help me, but
Yeah,
don't
sure.
As
feel-
you say that, you hear two screams coming from the forest. You recognize them as your sisters. Malika, you're about 100 yards into the dark forest. Walking, you see nothing, but from deeper into the forest, you hear two very clearly distinct young girls scream.
I think there's a high likelihood that I may have a flashlight on me.
I have one in my backpack.
I am prepared. Do I have any adversity tokens?
You are prepared, and you do have adversity tokens. Can you use an adversity token for
I
your
can
prepared?
spend 2
For your flashlight?
to have a commonplace item with me.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm park ranger. It's probably mag light, you
So
know.
you pull out your flashlight.
Mm-hmm.
You know, as you hit it a couple times, getting the old D batteries warmed up. As it flickers on, and you're able to kind of scan
The area.
the area. I'm going to ask Naeem to kill the music. You kind of point your flashlight out towards where the screams came from. You don't see anything. But as you kind of turn your head to listen, like the sound of small twigs being broken. Not a small animal, it's got some weight, whatever it is. A little bit larger. But it's moving quickly. Darting back and forth, not one distinct direction. You would recognize all of this. So, what do you do?
I would move closer, but very carefully towards the sound to see.
You're going to have to role play it for me.
So I'm going to, I can't quite tell if there's some directionality to this creature, but it's definitely not a squirrel or a rabbit. It's something bigger. So I carefully move closer in that direction, also trying not to make noise myself. So I'm going to be very careful about what's on the ground, trying to step more, on the soil
Roll
rather
your
than
brains
other leaves.
for me with a difficulty of 15. You can use the Tin Candles music, Naeem. I just didn't want the 80s music anymore.
19.
Oh. Okay. You are able to
Park Ranger Malika.
very slowly start making your way through the woods. Step by step, being very conscious. What do you do when you hear the screams, Lucas?
As soon as I recognize that it's my sisters, I take off towards the sound.
You
running.
follow as well.
Yeah.
But it's in the woods, yeah?
It's in the woods.
Okay, so I'm taking off through
You
the
take off.
fair.
As you get to the edge of the woods, you kind of stop for a moment.
Shit.
As you kind of come up right behind him, like, what?
Damn it.
I'm like way behind. I'm like, don't leave me.
Okay, so you're following behind as well. You stop at the edge of the woods.
What?
What? Nothing. You guys want to go first? I'll go first.
Yeah, I'll go first.
Just kind of worried about him.
I pull from my backpack. Oh, I don't have my backpack anymore.
Nope.
I have a flashlight in my backpack. And I'll take it out and give it to Bert. Just Here. Yeah, use this.
A flashlight in your backpack, huh? I'm gonna make you spend some tokens for that, if you'd like to use that flashlight.
Yeah, sure. I'm prepared, so I guess 2 for that.
Cool, you don't have any. So
It's like out of battery.
I'm gonna say you take the flashlight, you shake it, and it rattles, and you open up the back end of the flashlight, and you see that the ends of the batteries have corroded over. With a little bit of white corrosion there.
Ah, damn it. Alright,
It's okay.
let's just stay close.
Yeah.
Maybe we should all hold hands?
No, I don't want.
Okay.
You just.
Oh, yeah, no.
Yeah, don't. Do you want to hold hands?
You could go first,
You've
and
caught
I
up
could
to
be
them
in
at
the
this
back,
point.
and we could all just hold hands. No, we'll just stay close.
Yeah, we'll just stay close. Stay close.
Yeah.
You got this. Dude, you like lean in. You like saved me from like a river.
Yeah.
You're pretty badass.
Yeah. Thanks.
It's fine. We don't need hold.
Do you want to maybe like try calling your sister's names or something?
Yeah. Tammy! Tanya!
As you say this at the edge of the woods, Malika, you hear them calling the names from the end as you stop. And you hear the sound of whatever's moving ahead stop as well.
You guys out there?
Tammy! Tanya! I started.
I start panicking. I don't move, but I start panicking because I can hear you guys, and I can hear the direction where it's coming from.
Yeah, but it's directly in front of you, about 50 yards ahead in the dark, but it stopped the second he called out for his sisters.
Right, but do I know where they are?
They're behind you,
Yeah.
back at the fair. So you hear them back there.
Okay.
To the forest.
I'm going to make my way towards Lucas's voice, hearing him call Tammy and Tanya.
So you turn around there. The second you start to move back the other way, I'm going to say that whatever it was in front of you now knows something's up, and you hear it bolt.
Away?
Away. And that is when you at the edge of the woods. As you hear off in the distance, this reminds you of a rumor you once heard. It was your rumor.
Yeah. Oh my god, I bet it's that kid that was raised by wolves.
What?
That kid, remember? That old car that's like abandoned out there? And
The car seat.
yeah, they never found the kid. That kid got raised by wolves and lives in this forest now.
You think they got my sisters?
No, there's no such thing as a wolf kid in the forest.
100%.
Okay. Well,
You now make it back to the rest of the group.
Shit.
As
Hey.
you hear something coming through the woods towards you, as you kind of stop with no flashlight,
pull out my can of mace.
Pull out
And
my
then-
yo-yo.
your flashlight kind of comes up
Oh.
and hits them, blinding them in the eyes, as you
My
then
flash.
hear Malika's voice coming out from behind the light.
Oh, the
Uh,
park ranger lady. I met her
what?
earlier.
Hey kids, it's not safe to be here.
Did you see my sisters out there?
No, but I heard them.
You
Or
heard
I
his
heard
sisters?
somebody.
Did you hear that scream?
Yeah, I did.
Well, if you heard his sisters, we got it. I yell out again.
Which direction was it coming from?
I think I know, but we gotta stay close. It's not safe to be alone.
Yeah.
Tammy, Tanya, I'll buy you a stuffed animal if you come out.
I think it's best we stay quiet and head in that direction. We don't want to attract any.
But aren't you supposed to like make noise?
So
If
they
you're
can
in-
find you?
So it's like an animal that scares it away.
Did you see something out there? The
Y-
two red
you have-
dots?
What?
That kid that got raised by wolves.
No, there's no kids that. Ugh.
Did you
It's
see the wolf
probably
kid?
some sort of government operation of some dudes out here training. Just, you have a flashlight.
What if they
I have a
experimented?
flashlight, but you know what? I'm assuming that there are bears in these woods. And bears, when there are people food, especially when
I mean, you're the forest expert, so now we'll say there's bears.
Okay. The carnival comes into town.
Sure.
And then the smell of all that food draws the bears towards people. we got to be kind of careful.
So what you're saying is bears maybe ate his sisters.
No, don't
Do
say
you
that.
think they ate my sisters?
No, just stay calm.
Oh,
But-
shit. My mom's gonna kill me.
You hear the sound of a like wood cracking in the distance as it kind of echoes through the forest, and there's a silence, then followed by as you hear this tree falling, ripping the branches through the other tree branches as it falls, and then a loud boom that echoes and almost shakes the ground underneath your feet,
Whoa.
pushing throughout the forest. And if for a moment it startles you so much, you look behind you to see if anyone else noticed. You see the fair continuing on as of normal, the music, the lights continuing on at the fair. But then you hear another. As the ground shakes, as another tree falls, all coming from the same general direction of where you heard those steps earlier.
Are your sisters knocking over trees? Like, what's going on?
They've
That's
never
not-
done anything like that before.
Your sisters aren't lumberjacks, are they?
No, they're 8.
All right, okay. They can't have gone far. I don't want to go back for help. Let's just figure out where they went.
Wait,
Okay, are you gonna track them or something?
I mean, I think I know the general direction. Did you... It's just ahead, right?
Yeah, but like they're terrified of the dark. Why would they be out there? Do you think someone got them and took them out there?
No, let's not make assumptions like that.
I mean, you're... no offense, but, like, the adult here, so I guess, what can you, like... Is she wearing your park ranger
This is
uniform?
also the most time you've spent talking to people in months, especially all at once like this. I would say this interaction is almost more overwhelming than that feeling you just had in the woods.
So, like, what do we do? Like, what are we supposed to, like, be ranger or something?
Yeah, I'm gonna go... Yeah, I am a park ranger, and you know what? I was trying to take a break and do people stuff because I'm just always in the woods, but never mind. And I'm just gonna go... I'm gonna leave these kids alone, and I'm gonna focus on doing my job, and I'm just gonna head towards the sound.
Okay.
I'm
So you're just gonna leave the kids
following.
behind?
Hey, you can't just... So, wait, what
I
you
mean,
told us
these
to...
guys are like teenagers, right?
I'm
So
following
you just
her.
break off and start walking.
I guess
back
we're...
into the
Okay,
woods.
I guess we're... Don't worry, Lucas, we're gonna find him. It's fine. She knows what she's doing.
I'm gonna follow her.
Lucas, can you roll your grit for me with a difficulty of 8?
Do I have any adversity?
You do, and you have rerolls.
How many adversity do I have?
You have 2 adversities.
I'm gonna gamble. My grit's a d6. So
Okay,
if I
2
roll a 6
adversity.
here, then it works. It's a 4.
You have 6 rerolls. The grit, the adversity stays.
Okay, I'm gonna try one more time. 2 more times if I don't get it. Let's get a 6. It's a 3. One more. It's a 2.
Do it one more
I
time.
would also like to
One more?
remind,
Yeah.
I would
Okay.
also like to remind you all that you have exploding dice. If you roll the top number on something, you get to roll it again.
Oh, that's
Ah.
legit.
One more?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm spending one more reroll. So 3 total. It's 5.
Okay.
So the highest I could get is a 7.
I would also like to remind everyone, and this is just, I don't usually like to break story like this. I'm trying to keep track of all your donations. When everyone gives $5 towards this and $5 for that, towards a rumor and an evidence of other things, I'm only one person and I am losing track of everything hardcore. We don't have a system built for this yet. I'm trying really hard to keep up with everything, but things are being sent for other things and I'm trying to like scroll through and find everything. It's very difficult for me. So if we can, let's try to keep I should have said before the show, I don't think cumulative is a good way to go on this one because I can't keep track of it. It's really, really difficult for me. I'm having a really hard time finding everything when I see $5 towards something and then it says something towards someone else's thing. I'm having to scroll up and down and it's very, very difficult. So thank you for your support. For the rest of the show, I'm going to say make sure it's the full amount for something and no more cumulative, since we do have a cumulative ability of every so much it releases a reroll, all the abilities you're tipping for, make sure it's the full amount, because otherwise I can't open the DMs on this, Techie Carrier. All the things you guys are sending me, it's just confusing me, distracting me, making it really hard to do my job. So let's try to keep it simple. Let's try to keep it the way it's supposed to be and not break it. So leave it the way it should be, and then I'll be able to track it. I'm having a really hard time keeping up. This is why we're testing things, though. This is why we're testing things. Sure. But we don't have a system in place, so usually this one-shot system is not meant to track like that. So I'm crazy confused. So trying to figure it out. If I miss something, I am terribly sorry, but I am getting crazy confused. Okay. So,
So I failed.
you failed.
So I rolled a 7 and the difficulty was an 8, right?
Okay.
So I spent my adversity and 3 rerolls.
Okay.
My 2 adversity and 3 rerolls.
Okay. You stop in your tracks as you see 2 little red eyes looking back at you. They blink. You move a little to the right. A little to the left. And you can tell that they're following your every move. The rest of the group keeps walking forward, but you've kind of just remained frozen.
Guys.
What are you doing?
Those eyes. You don't see those?
What are you talking about?
Dude,
It's looking at us.
Lucas, I don't want to be that guy, but how can you see anything?
It's glowing. Don't go out there.
He's like, has really bad eyesight, so just humor him.
Don't go out there, guys. I think the park ranger lady can take care of this.
Oh,
You see that this kid has
wait.
stopped. What do you do?
I see.
Role play it for me, please.
So I want to make my way towards where I thought the girls might be, and I see that behind me the kids have stopped following. Is that what you meant?
I mean, just role play it out. You turn, you see that he stopped. Just talk to him. Just role play.
Okay. Hey, what? What are you looking at?
Are the eyes still there?
Yes.
I'm gonna point. Point at the eyes. I'm gonna point my flashlight. I'm gonna hand the kid my flashlight. Show me.
And I want to point the flashlight right at where the source of the eyes are.
You follow the trace of his hand as you take your flashlight up. And as your flashlight points out, you're surprised as the light goes up to see a man sitting, leaning against the tree.
Is he looking at us?
He's looking directly at the both of you. He's just staring.
What the crap?
Hey, I'm gonna call out to him.
What are you guys doing?
Hey! What have you been doing out here?
The man slowly lifts a paper bag, tips it back, wipes his mouth, just goes right back to staring directly at you.
Have you seen any little girls out here?
This is creepy.
Yeah.
Oh,
What? Where'd they go?
good. Okay.
And what do I notice about this person?
He points behind him further into the woods.
You didn't stop a bunch of kids.
He took him that way.
He? Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, guys. Fuck. Oh god. Oh god, don't tell my mom I said fuck. Fuck. This guy's drunk. Maybe he's just seeing things.
Hey, he who?
You're too far away. It's like 50 feet away. You can't like.
Hey who?
And just points without saying anything.
I'm gonna look back at the three of you,
Ranger lady?
and I'm gonna say one of you needs to go back for help. Call the cops.
I'm not going back through the woods. I'm staying with you.
The two of you, can you go back to the police?
You guys stay. I've got it. I have a light, and then I pull my necklace out from under my shirt.
A necklace with a light on it?
It glows.
It glows. I'm going to say that that's enough light to let you see about 2 feet in front of you.
It's like a... you should...
What's this? Okay. I'm going to say it gives you about 5 feet of vision. It kind of illuminates a general area. And when you, when she goes to talk to you and you turn back around to talk to her and your light kind of passes by where that man was, he's no longer there.
Oh, okay, no, you should not be walking back by yourself.
I can... it's only a few... the fair is right there. It's fine. I need to go to the police
Yeah,
anyways.
you should go with her.
That creepy dude just ran off into the woods somewhere.
Into the woods. I'm going out of the woods.
No, you shouldn't go by yourself. I agree.
I mean, fine. I guess if you want to go with me, whatever. It's not a big deal.
Yeah, sure, whatever.
I'll show you. As you turn, as your light quickly moves, he's standing about 4 feet in front of you.
Jesus Christ! Show us what?
As he turns and just starts to walk deeper into the woods.
Oh, maybe you'll show us where those girls were taken.
Oh yeah, I freaking
his
hope so.
sisters.
I don't know what to do right now.
Come on, you pussies. This way.
I think we should all stay together.
Fine.
As when he's walking, you see him kind of, his body shifts as he kind of leans up against a tree. Something you notice, the others don't. Kind of catches you off guard. You don't hear him walking.
I'm gonna look down at his feet and see if they're actually making contact with the ground.
They appear to be. But you shine your light down. You don't see any tracks or anything kind of left behind.
I will remember this.
Hey, old man, did you hear those screams earlier? Was that them?
Well, you scared of some screams, boy?
Well, it sounded like my sister, so...
I
yeah.
guess you never heard women scream before, have you?
I mean, yeah.
You coming? He just keeps walking forward. All this he says kind of behind you. He never turns to look at you after he started walking.
Yeah, I'm voting
I'll just start following him.
we don't split up in the creepy woods
Does
now.
anybody have a weapon?
I have like a can of mace.
I'll just start
You know,
purposely
there's
walking.
bears in the forest, so you gotta just be careful.
I don't like this guy.
Let's... Alright, I'm gonna follow him too.
Ma'am, is that what we should be doing right now? Is following this guy?
Do you have a knife?
He's our only lead right now.
Excuse me, sir. How far are we going?
What?
How far is it to where you're taking us?
Shut up. I ain't talking to you. I'm talking to a little boy.
Lucas, do you know this guy?
No.
Come on, Lucas. Just this way.
Shit, he said my name.
I just said it out loud, so it's...
You guys, I don't know this guy, I swear. How do you know my name? I'm getting a real bad feeling about this, guys.
Kind of stops. As he turns and he looks directly at you. Your sisters told me.
Are they okay?
And he begins to walk again.
What a creep.
Well, that's the only way we're gonna find them. So if you want to find your sisters, just then probably should follow him.
I mean, thank God you've seen them.
Hey, can I talk to you, Mylin and Bert? Or I don't even know if you're. What? Can I talk to you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are your names?
Mylin.
Mylin.
Bird, like
Bert.
bird and Ernie.
Yeah. Okay, like the cartoon, or I mean, puppets. Hey,
No,
I'm
I'm
gonna
sorry.
go.
What was your name?
Malika. I'm gonna go with Lucas. I'm gonna follow this guy, but I still think you guys should go for help. I know this might sound crazy, but have you noticed he doesn't leave any footprints? And as he walks, you can't hear him walking?
Probably a
That's
woodsman.
Weird.
Isn't that what people do?
A drunk woodsman.
Well,
Yeah,
I'm
a
a
lot of
woodswoman.
lumberjacks.
And I don't do that.
Okay, so you want us to go for help?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, let's go to the police
Yeah, but
station. Let's go.
no offense, but like I don't know you.
No, you don't.
Yeah,
She's
so
the park ranger. What do you think she's gonna do? Kidnap Lucas?
it seems like somebody's doing something out here in these woods, and no offense, but I don't really want to just. I'm supposed to trust you right now?
Leaving him with an adult in authority? Like, I feel pretty solid about that choice.
Look, I don't have time to have an argument here.
Yeah, it's fine. We will go get help. We need to go get the police. We need to tell somebody what's going on. Because she's the only adult right now that knows anything that's going on, right? You got beat up today. My backpack got stolen. And there's 2 little girls missing in the woods.
I mean, you guys look like what? You're in high school?
Yeah.
Go. We just left the fair. You're not too far away. Go now.
Are you okay?
Lucas, as
Yeah.
you're walking forward, you kind of trip over something wet as you feel this kind of wetness immediately seep into your Nikes. As you lift your foot, you kind of hear it like as your foot lifts out.
What
It's
is
dark. You probably need a light.
I think I just stepped in shit.
Oh, really? And I'm gonna point in the direction of his foot.
You see the carcass of a small dog
Oh!
back
Oh,
to the ground, rib cage out. As your foot had kind of stepped directly in the inside of its rib
Oh,
cage,
barf!
with some of its innards still connected to
gross.
your shoe.
Oh.
Get out of there.
dude,
That-
wipe off your shoes.
Poor thing.
Oh, God. Like wiping my
So
shoes off on the
sad.
leaves.
Yeah, it keeps killing them.
What?
All the pets.
Who's killing?
Come on, ain't much farther. Let's go.
Oh, shit, guys.
Watch your feet.
Holy shit, guys.
I don't think we have time to go for help. Let's
You
just
notice that
stay
this
together.
dog, it's got a collar, tag.
This was somebody's pet.
Fluffy.
Does it have a name on there?
Yeah, it's Fluffy.
Yeah, Fluffy.
I mean, of an owner or a phone number or something.
Does it?
No.
No. Not so fluffy anymore. Ooh.
Say that again. Alright, where's this guy leading us? I'll follow him.
Still just walking forward,
I take my
moseying his way through the woods.
I take my keys out of my pocket and just lace them through my fingers.
So you come to the edge of the woods, to the old road that leads into town. You notice you're getting close to it as you see a car and its headlights go by up ahead.
Trying to wave it down.
As you go to wave, it's a little too late as it drives on down the road. But you come into this side of the road. As you look to your left, you see the old rusted out car.
Oh,
Kind of marks the entrance to town of Undecided.
it's
A symbol of the town itself in a way.
That's the car, you guys.
Old
The Wolfman car.
They didn't find that kid. I don't know, maybe your weird government people are experimenting on them and turned them into wolf kid. But that kid was never found.
That actually.
You guys aren't helping.
You hear the sound of a slam as the drunk old man shuts the trunk of the old car. And he's now holding a gasoline can in his hand. It's red, metal. You think it's a kid, huh?
Not anymore.
You know what I heard?
What?
It's a big monster. Like what do they call it? A Wendigo or something like that.
Like the RV?
Whatever you want to call it,
It's
Lucas.
a
Winnebago.
Winnebago, yeah.
Wait, isn't that like those mountain creatures? Like, isn't that like Bigfoot?
There's no.
Yeah. Like Bigfoot. Yeah, I bet it's Bigfoot that took your sisters. I heard him calling out your name as they ran through the forest.
Why would you say that?
What else would it be?
You guys, he's wasting
Obviously,
our time.
Yeah.
drunk.
Okay.
He's wasting our
We need
time.
to go back to.
I saw it!
You saw Bigfoot take my sisters?
I saw a footprint. Back when I had a family. You wouldn't have been born, you just kids. I was fishing on the lake and I heard this loud noise. And I was out getting firewood for my dad and I saw its footprint. Massive. Like 10 inches across. Not like a human's either.
Like it had like less toes or something.
All right. You know what? Thanks for the ghost stories. Guys,
just
you,
go back
I
to
don't
town.
I don't
You
believe in that.
you need to call your parents. And we need to tell other people.
Yeah.
This is getting out of hand.
My brother fell into that hole. Big
The
enough
10-inch hole.
for him to fall right into it. Almost cradled him.
Come on, this guy's wasting. We need to find your sister.
I don't have a family anymore.
Look, I'm sorry, sir.
What happened to your family?
My brother and I came back. They were gone.
I don't have time for this. I'm gonna go.
Do you want to find your sisters or not, Lucas?
I mean, yeah. But I feel like you're drunk and you're just messing with us.
That's right. He's crazy.
You're gonna burn this
Okay.
forest down?
No. They went this way. This is protection.
As like a ranger, you should probably not let him have that.
I know where they are. I heard. Running through the woods. 2 little girls under its arm. Lucas! Lucas! Lucas, you were supposed to watch us. Oh no, Lucas. Mama's gonna be so mad.
Shit, you're fucking with me.
Yeah, he totally is. Don't listen to him. I'm going. I'm going now. I'm going into town, and I'm gonna go for the closest payphone. Lucas,
Yeah.
let's call your parents. We need to tell the police.
Okay.
And stop wasting our time. It's not funny anymore.
Okay.
Yeah, it's time to go back to town.
You said they're in the cave?
The old cave by the mines.
Okay, we don't have anything. Even if they are in the old cave by the mines, like we need to get some supplies and maybe like some other adult supervision.
Yeah, and it sounds like there's bears loose or something, so.
That's when you hear this sound. A car coming up the road. And then you hear the rev of the engine. Loud. You know, Bert, I'm going to say you recognize this. It's an old 302 Ford. Scott Harris's truck.
Oh my god.
I see it coming up the hill, heading outside of town. You're already out kind of in the road waving, as then when you recognize the sound, hands drop. As the truck starts to slow, but not too much. Bert, can you roll your flight for me with a difficulty of 6?
Nice.
7.
This truck, as it starts to slow, it starts to edge just off the road a little bit. As you then hear him punch the gas, as the back end kind of spins a little, taken out from under it, you jump out of the way.
Son of a bitch.
As you turn to see this old man hit as Scott's truck smashes up against the back of the old rusted out AMC. His body trapped between the two as his face just coughs up blood on the windshield of Scott's truck. Scott gets out. What the fuck? The fuck, man? Who the fuck's this dude? What the fuck? He's got a bottle in his hand.
No.
The fuck are y'all doing out here? What the fuck, Bert?
You just hit a dude.
The guy
Who are you?
coughing
The
blood
guy
up
that
on the
stole my
hood of the
backpack.
truck.
What?
You see, he's just kind of dumping the gas
No, you need to calm
on the hood
down.
of that truck, of Scott's truck. This old man.
Sir.
The mines. As he lights a Zippo in his hand, and the whole front of the truck goes up in flames. As Scott drops the bottle and immediately goes like he's gonna run back into his truck. As the flames get hotter, he kind of steps back. As you can see, he's just kind of running back and forth, trying to figure out if he should jump in and try to pull out or not. As the flames then hit the engine, and the whole front hood blows off the top. As Scott kind of dives to the ground out of the way.
Run to the back of the truck.
The fire is hot. You can definitely feel the flames kind of putting off an immense heat towards you as you run around to the back.
Do I have any adversity tokens?
Yes,
Do I have 2?
you have 4.
I'm using 2 to be prepared. 1 commonplace item. You can determine if I need to use more for this.
Okay.
To grab Mylan's backpack out of the back of the truck.
I'm going to say you see it back there. Backpack's in the back along with the stuffed animals that they took from you. You grab them all.
Yep.
As Scott is starting to turn back up, as he puts his hands in his head. No, what the fuck, man? What the fuck? My dad's gonna kill me. My dad's gonna kill me.
Yo, Scott,
What the fuck happened to my truck?
you just murdered somebody, dude.
I didn't murder anybody.
no,
Who's that man?
You just murdered someone.
Hey! Stop!
Who are you?
My name's Malika. I'm a park ranger. I just started working here like 6 months ago.
Who's that guy?
I don't
The
know.
guy you just murdered.
You can smell the alcohol coming off of Scott. He's appears to be like 16-year-old boy.
Yeah, I'm trying to calm everything down and not make him feel worse than he already does.
How can we calm? He just hit a dude and the guy lit himself on fire.
Well, there's no unlighting him
Why
on
did you do
fire.
that? Why did you do that?
Because you hit him with your truck.
No, he was, you've been drinking. He was drinking.
I wasn't drinking. Don't tell my dad.
Oh,
He's gonna beat the shit out of me.
I'm gonna put my hand on his shoulder in a reassuring way. It's okay. Look at me. Look into my eyes. It's
Can you
gonna
roll
be
your
fine.
charm for me with a difficulty of 8.
I can't. I have a charm of 4 max.
Oh.
But
You have 3. That's not enough. You could exploding die it,
Hmm?
but it's going to be extremely difficult to calm this man down right now.
you want to?
That's a 4.
Hey!
Count it.
Okay, now that's the first exploding.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're gonna have to roll it again. Now you're probably gonna want to add some tokens on that.
All right. What do I need?
8.
You need a total of 8.
And how many tokens do I have?
You have 3.
You can spend all 3 and auto succeed.
I'm gonna add 2.
Okay. Okay. On a D4.
Oh, it was a 1!
Wait, do we have a reroll?
You have 3 rerolls.
It's not
Spend
worth
it.
It's not worth it.
No, spend it.
I don't like this
Wait,
dude,
but-
but you do probably need a.
Calm down.
Yeah, spend it.
I mean, I'm gonna like still give him shit, but
Do I still lose those tokens though?
Yes. The tokens still apply.
no, they're still there.
They're still there.
That's another 1! What the hell?
Okay.
You have 2 more rerolls.
I feel like we've come this far.
Reroll it.
Yeah. This is how they get you.
Is there another?
Yeah.
Here.
This is gambling. This is
Yeah.
the definition of it. That's the third one.
That's another
No
one.
way.
No, come on.
Well, at this point, you have
I'm
to spend
pot
the
committed
last
at this
one.
point. We have to do
Okay,
this.
well, I should just add my other token though.
You could also
I'm not gonna let you add tokens after you declare
Oh,
tokens.
okay.
It's a different die.
use that one.
It's 3.
There it is.
Okay.
There it is.
Well, those are gone. Could use some more.
Rerolls are gone.
Calm down, kid.
What? You're gonna have to roleplay calming him down, not just telling him calm down.
Well,
Calm
you're not
down, kid. Okay. I'm great.
I'm-
How do you calm him down?
I put my hand on his shoulder. I look into it. I tell him to look at me in the eye, and I said, "I was a witness here.
Okay.
All right.
So
You were just driving
I was just driving.
over the hill.
Yeah.
This is our story.
Yeah. I was just driving.
And this crazy, unpredictable person
It jumped out in front of me.
just jumped out in front. It wasn't your fault.
Yeah.
It wasn't his
Jumped
fault.
out in front of me.
It's gonna be
Wrecked
okay.
my dad's truck.
Yes, you did wreck your dad's truck, but it's not as bad as you wrecking your life.
Yeah.
What's the
Okay.
life of that dude you just said?
What do I do?
You need to come with us. We need help right now. Where's... I've only been kind of working here.
He's an asshole.
What do you want? What do we need to do? I don't.
Do you have somebody who can take you home?
Oh, that was my dad's truck. He let me borrow it for the night.
We're gonna have to call your dad.
No. Can we go to the police? I'll go to the police. Let's go to the police
Okay.
instead.
Let's
Let's go to the police.
go to the police.
Yeah, let's go to the
Okay.
police.
Okay.
Okay. Well. I'm sorry I punched you and I tried to take your money. Or took your money. No. I'm sorry.
Yo, Scott. Go fuck yourself. I'm heading to the caves.
Is the
So you cross the road and start continuing to walk through the woods. You don't have a light.
No. I hate this
Can
dude.
you roll your brains for me
Sure.
with a difficulty of 6?
Oh.
It's a 6.
Okay. So, you all see him cross the road and start walking through the woods. What do you do?
Hey, Bert, I thought we should stay together.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Yo, take him to the police. I'm checking out. Just take him to the police.
I think I'm gonna go with Bert.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Bert too. You and your new friend can go to the police.
We don't like this guy.
I'm gonna toss my light to Bert and tell him to take this.
As you go to toss your light to Bert,
Mm-hmm.
you throw it through the air, and right above the road, the light stops. It's hovering. About 8 feet above the pavement, the light just hovers. It starts to waver to the left, and to the right, and it goes back to the left. And it starts
Guys?
to spin as the beam of the light going back, hitting Bert in the woods,
What the
following
shit?
the track of the ground, and then lighting you all up on the other side, then to the sky. It starts to spin
What?
faster and faster and faster till the light is almost creating a strobe effect on the two of you. As you across the road and the group of you three, Scott gets up. What the fuck? Goes to the middle of the road.
Oh,
As you see him kind of reaching out
Don't
to
do
try
that.
to grab this light,
Ugh.
you see this flashing through the strobe, the kind of chopped movement of Scott going to reach up, and then the chopped kind of look of you all kind of coming in as you go to try to stop him, telling him no. Bert, you going in. As Scott's hand touches it, the light stops. As he kind of reaches his hand down and he looks over at you. And then this wave of energy busts out directly above Scott's head, about a foot below the light, sending a ripple out as you see Scott's body from the scalp, top of his head, down to his feet start to dissipate,
Like dissolve.
dissolving in the air around it. As his body starts to lift, his head brought down, you start to see almost at a molecular level his head kind of disappearing into the air as he starts to glow kind of a blue, creating a shadow of light and darkness on the ground. As if the light's emitting from this invisible space above him, you see a shadow on the ground, but you can't see the source of the light. As his body sucks up into this unknown space. And the wave of energy pushes you
God.
all back, lifting you off the ground as you all fall, hitting. I will let you all role play for a little bit of what you just saw as I create our first powered being since we hit the goal.
Whoa. Oh, no. I told you.
What did you tell us?
It's these government forces that are in the town. They're building this crazy stuff. Clearly, this is like,
What
this is
just
it.
happened?
They just zapped him with some sort of laser beam.
Is he dead?
What was that?
I don't know.
The red eyes from earlier.
No, there has to be an explanation for all this.
I think
Yeah, how do you...
I think I want to call the police now. I think we should call my parents.
Yeah, we need to get
I
out
wanna
of
go
here.
home.
We're in a bad spot.
My sisters are still missing.
Yeah, they are. And
Yeah. So is Scott Harris now.
And then you all
Where did he
realize.
go?
I thought you guys didn't like him.
You all realize
We don't.
as this
He's an asshole.
conversation. You all realize as this conversation is happening. None of you have actually moved. None of you have got up. None of your mouths are moving, but you've just had an entire argument.
Wait.
Are
What
you guys
now?
in my head?
Wait, you can't tell what I'm thinking, right?
I don't know, but I can hear you. And you're not moving your mouth.
I'm thinking of a color.
You can't see each other's thoughts, but you can hear them whenever you speak them.
This
Oh.
is weird.
Shit.
You think anything about this night has been normal?
I'm going to look down at my own hands and my own body and kind of my very close surroundings.
You see a blue glow coming from your hands.
Uh-oh. Guys, I think whatever happened to your friend Scott happened to us.
We're gonna melt into the air. Is that what you're saying? We're gonna melt?
No, the energy that destroyed him is affecting us right now.
Ew, you're saying Scott's? Oh.
So we have like superpowers?
I mean,
No, we don't.
you guys are all glowing
guess we
too,
can-
right?
You look down at your hands and you all realize all of your hands have kind of a bluish glow to them. As you look up at each other, you can see the blue glow kind of at their hands and at the center of their chest of each individual.
This is what
What's happening?
it's not this.
Are we gonna die?
No,
I don't know. Probably.
Look.
no.
The creepy dudes in the fair told us to stop.
Wait, what creepy dudes?
There are these tall dudes in like weird suits.
Oh, with the weird whisper voices. They.
I mean, like some kind of circus act?
No, these are like G-men. How many times do I have to keep telling you? There's these G-men that run the city. We just got hit by some sort of experiment.
They kept
I-
yelling at us about apprehending us or something.
They're-
They didn't want us
This
to
is
make
not
a
good.
scene.
Yeah, well, I'm pretty sure we've crossed that point.
I
We've
mean, your
made like all the
friend
different scenes.
Just, I mean, is the car still raging on fire?
A dude just lit himself on fire. Why are we not?
Yeah, there's a lot of really. I don't know. I don't know which terrible thing to talk about right now.
You're right. Let's go to the police. We need to report everything. There's
What if-
nothing to.
Yes, because going to the police like this makes a lot of sense. You're an adult. If you saw a blue glowing person who can't talk coming at you, what do you expect that normal person to respond with? Oh, hey, you've been having a bad day. Tell me all about it.
I don't know. I don't know, kids. I don't know.
You're the adult here.
Well, I didn't learn in park ranger school about what to do when people start glowing blue and blowing themselves up. Shit. What
Hello?
about?
What's going on? What's happening? As you hear Scott's voice in each of your heads.
Oh,
At first, you don't know if everyone else hears it. You just hear it yourself. Motherfucker.
Wait.
Are you
What's going on?
alive?
What's...
You guys hear Scott right now?
Yeah.
Where am I? Where's my body?
Scott, where are you?
Where?
Oh no.
I don't know. It's dark. It's really dark.
Can you see us? Can you see me?
No, I can just hear you. I can just hear you. I can hear everybody. I can't. It's dark, but it's really cold. I'm really cold.
Yeah.
Is Scott trapped inside our frickin' heads right now?
What? Where am I? Where's my body?
We don't know.
What the fuck just happened?
It disappeared. We don't know.
Yeah, dude, it's like gone. It's like gone. Gone.
Guys,
Dude, you died!
Yeah.
Can we talk to the dead?
A car
Oh my
headlights
god, I
can be
think we
seen
can talk to the
coming
dead.
up the hill.
I run in the force.
Oh, no.
Oh.
That's not going to happen just yet. This is happening while you guys were talking.
Sure.
This car's headlights, you just kind of like for a second are kind of snapped out as you feel this white light kind of on you. What this car sees is the four of you sitting on the ground in kind of a circle with your hands glowing blue, all looking at each other.
Oh shit.
The truck's lights turn off. Man steps out. He's got a shovel. You all recognize this man. This man doesn't talk much. People just call him Shovel. There's a guy that just digs. You don't know why. You don't know what he's digging for. But he's always digging. You see him digging in the forest. You see him digging at the grade school. You see him digging at the park. Always that man with the shovel. steps out. He's got the shovel on his shoulder. You all now kind of snap out of it. What do you do?
So we're not glowing blue no more.
No.
And Scott's gone.
As you kind of snap out of it, you're not glowing anymore and you don't hear Scott's voice.
Oh, thank Christ.
Hey.
Excuse me, sir? There was an accident and we need to get to the police station.
Can you help us get there? Can you drive us?
What was that light?
I don't
saw
know.
a light.
It was my flashlight, maybe.
She tried to toss her flashlight. He was walking across the street.
Is that flashlight gone now? What happened to it?
Gone.
Okay.
I don't know. We think it maybe just it fell into the woods somewhere and probably knocked the batteries off. Or
My
broke the light.
sisters are my little twin sisters are missing, and we need help.
Can you give us a ride back to town to the police station?
I'm afraid I can't.
What?
Please.
I said that's a no, ma'am.
Why can't
I'm
you
afraid
help
I
us?
can't.
Come on, there's.
I have a job to do.
Do you need some money?
What do you need to do?
My job.
What's your job?
As he kind of walks past you, he goes over to the only light source, the still burning truck. He reaches into the flame
Whoa.
as he pulls out the body of the man, puts him on the ground. And he begins to dig.
What's he doing?
He doesn't say another word to you, but he leaves his truck there.
Well, if things ain't an RPG, it ain't an RPG. I'm gonna go in the car. And I'm gonna take his truck.
Are you stealing his truck?
Are we stealing this?
I'm just borrowing this truck. I really need it. I'm really sorry.
He doesn't respond.
I'm
He just
taking the truck.
Are you like
continues
the park
to dig. You
rangers?
just see his silhouette digging
We have to.
with the fire of the truck behind him.
We have to get help, Mr. Shovel,
Yeah,
sir.
kids, get in the car.
We-
Yeah, okay.
Get in the car now.
We gotta go.
We get into town.
We'll be back.
Totally jacking this dude's ride.
We'll just bring it back. He's gonna be digging a hole for
I'm just borrowing it.
Do you like?
Let's get out of
Do you
here.
like park rangers or like cops where you can like just take?
I don't know. She's
I'm here for the greater good.
I jump in the car.
Okay. So do you all jump in?
I'm
Yeah.
in the
Yeah.
bag.
You go to turn the car. Malika, can you roll your brain with a difficulty of 18?
Oof. Woof.
Is this does being a skilled ranger have anything to do with this?
Roll with a difficulty of 18.
But that means do I get a bonus for being a skilled ranger?
I'll give you the bonus.
I got 9.
You have, I believe, one reroll,
Do it. We need this car.
and that will be the last one.
18.
nice.
Total?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I rolled a 14, I get a +3 and a +1. Because I'm smarty pants ranger.
Okay. The keys are in the ignition. Almost like he wanted you to take it. As you go to touch the ignition, you feel a shock ring out through your body as the car starts without you turning the ignition. So your hands are glowing blue again, and all of you look down and see that your hands are now glowing blue.
Oh shit! Hide your hands. They're doing it again.
Do you continue?
I think to myself,
Drive the car, but also that was super weird.
Yeah, that was weird.
I think to myself, man, I wonder if I don't use my hands, can I drive the car telepathically? So I'm going to think about driving the car first. Just testing it out.
Randomly
Why
pull
aren't
one of
you-
these.
Why aren't you driving the car?
I don't know, I just touched it and I felt
randomly
a
pull a
shock.
piece of paper.
I'll randomly pick one.
Okay. Don't turn it over just yet. I know you probably already looked at it, but that's fine.
Sorry.
But don't turn it over. I will let you know when you are able to understand what that is.
Sure.
You think this to yourself. What are you doing? What is that? What are you doing? You hear Scott in all of your heads.
God damn it. Scott, go away.
Do you answer him? You're the one trying something.
What?
Do you answer?
Yeah, I do.
Talk to him.
Scott.
What are you doing? What is that?
We're going to the police.
No, what were you doing? You were trying something. I could feel it.
I have this intuition that is telling me right now that my body isn't moving and everything that we're doing right now is in our head. So I was trying to do something in action with just my brain.
What? I felt it.
Wait,
I could start to see.
You felt me like mentally
Whatever you
trying
were thinking,
to drive?
I could feel it. I could see it. I could see the wheel. I could see the world again. I don't know. Something was happening.
Okay, Scott, we need to work together. Remember, we were going to go to the police. That's still the most important thing to do right now.
Okay.
And, okay, just, you have that picture, that mental image right in front of you. There's a steering wheel. This is an old truck. On the right, you can shift from park to drive. You know where the placement of the pedals are.
I can see it.
Gas.
I can see it.
Brake.
I can see it. I see everything. But what is that? What is that? Can you flip that over for me?
It
Okay.
says light.
Your power is light.
Okay.
And for the first time that this happens.
Versus heavy or dark?
No. Light as in
Illumination.
illumination.
Okay.
Okay? To use this power, you're going to use, and this is going to already have happened, one of your energy. You started with 3, you are now at 2. You called upon this energy within you.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't do exactly what you wanted. But a blast of light comes from the inside of the truck. Vivid as it illuminates the entire woods around you. This blast of light just emanating out.
What are you
of
doing? What are you
Olivia
doing?
body.
What are you doing?
As it almost blinds you as you see the entire world around you lit up. What is that? What is... I can see everything.
Do I get the
I can
sense
see it.
that I did this?
Yes, you see this light emanating out from your body. And I'm going to add a new thing. For every $50 earned from here on out, it will add an energy to their energy pool of powers. Each of you has a unique ability that you can do with your connection to Scott. And I will tell you, because we didn't discover it in that moment, I'll just go ahead and tell you this. You intuitively understand that it will only work when the 4 of you are together.
Okay.
If you are to be separated, your connection to this power will separate with it, as will your connection to Scott. Maybe that's a good thing, I don't know. But you have those powers in front of you. You can use one for an energy point. If this power was to help you in any way, in any sort of action, that could be useful. I will also make you roll to use it, and you will roll 2d4 against whatever difficulty I set. But you will still use that energy point. So, this light illuminates out from you.
Guys?
What are you doing? How'd you do that?
I don't know. But I have this feeling like we're connected together now.
Yeah.
Like I couldn't do that if you all weren't here.
Yeah, I feel it.
I don't think you should do that again for now.
You see the man with the shovel standing, looking directly at you.
Yo, dude, are we gonna jack this guy's car or not?
As he turns and just gets back
Scott,
to shovel.
you said you could see everything now? Everything in the car?
I see everything. I see everything. It's like I'm in the room, but it can't.
You're in the car with us.
I can't fucking feel anything though. Like where's my legs? Where's my dick? I lost my dick. I lost everything. I didn't even have sex before. What the fuck is going on?
It's not that great, first of all. And can you drive the car?
No, I just see everything. I can just see it.
Why don't you drive the car? You're an adult that can drive a car.
You understand.
Trying.
This ability, that's your ability. It illuminates. Your connection with Scott cannot drive this car.
Okay, so I'm gonna put my hands on the steering wheel, and I'm just gonna try to drive like normal person.
As you put the car in gear, the light goes away. As the four of you are just sitting in the truck, your hands are no longer blue. I need to hear Scott.
Scott?
We should keep our hands in our pockets when we get back into town.
Okay,
Just in case this happens.
Let's just go to the police station. I'm gonna shift over to drive.
No, let's go to the cave. Why are we going to the police?
Because
We need to report what's going on.
What's going on?
Scott disappeared. Somebody was killed. This
Two
person is
children are
burying
missing.
them, and 2 kids are missing. We can't take care of this all by ourselves.
we
think
need
I
some
need to-
supplies
This
and
has
some
gotten
weapons
I
out
think I
of
need to call my
hand.
parents.
and a flashlight.
That's right, exactly.
No one is going to believe us.
Okay, but we still
But
need
they
to get
can
some
believe
supplies.
that his parents need to know what's going on. Come on.
I need to tell them that my
And what
sisters
about
are
your
missing.
parents?
I don't have a mom.
Do you live by yourself?
I have a dad. He doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
You guys... I'm the one behind the driver's seat. I'm driving to the police
Thank you.
station.
I was about to get
All right, so you start driving.
You're not gonna sit in my lap.
You
Ew,
back
get
up.
off of me.
Kind of into the dirt.
And I would like
and
to
turn it around.
glance in my what do you call it? Rear
view.
view mirror to see if I one more look at Shovel.
You just see his silhouette shoveling away in the silhouette of the fire.
Is that
As you go
even-
down the hill, you see the glow of the fire disappear as you make your way down the hill and back into the heart of town. As you get to the first stop sign, you recognize it's late and a fog is set in. This happens just about every night this time of year, coming off the lake in the middle of town. The fog just kind of illuminates the entire area.
Do you think that shovel guy is always burying people?
I don't know, but is that even legal?
I don't think so.
I don't even want to think about it.
You
right
see
now.
through the fog at this stop sign across the street is the old train station where the supposed party was going to be going down. You notice inside the lights flicker
but they're on.
off, on, off, on.
Look, if there's oh,
This is a little strange to you. That's an abandoned station. You recognize that. You know enough about this area to know that that is an unoperational train station. Even more strange as you see the light on the outside of the station start to flicker at the entrance.
Train station or the police station?
This is the train station. You haven't got to the police station yet. You're at the first stop sign on your way into town. On the other side, where that light now flickers, at the bottom, at the entrance to the station, you see a collection of luggage. New luggage. Looks untouched, new. Just stacked as if waiting for the train to arrive.
yeah, but there's light on, so there's got to be. Is there a phone in there or something?
I don't know. I think that station's inoperable. We can come back and tell the police about it, but I'm not getting out of the car. I'm not opening the doors. I'm not
Okay.
unlocking the doors.
You're gonna... Okay. So you're... You all notice this, by the way.
She
this
locks
truck,
yeah.
that the doors lock as you're all crammed inside this cab.
Thank you.
You turn
They're
right
literally
at the
throwing
stop.
a party there. They told us that earlier. They're probably inside. The lights are working.
She continues to drive away
That's not gonna help us right now.
It's
as you
not gonna
head
help
towards the
us.
station. The fog getting thicker and thicker.
Put my high
Headlights.
beams on.
Makes it even harder to see. As it's now even harder to see because she put her high beams on in the fog. It's just like right in front of you.
Or fog lights.
Can
whatever.
you roll your we're gonna say flight with a difficulty of 8.
I'm instinctually
You're driving.
buckling myself in.
So I roll the flight.
Flight with a difficulty of 8.
Well, shit.
Well, that's almost impossible.
You steal the creepy ghost.
You have
man's truck.
1 token available. Would you like to add it before
Yes.
you roll?
I would like
I can give adversity
You
tokens,
can-
right?
Well, no. This is a spot,
Oh,
like a. This
quick
is a reaction,
snap
so
decision.
snap
Okay,
decision.
decision.
So no.
All right. Well, that's useless, but I'll add it anyways.
Probably should have let Lucas drive. He's got the most.
The
honestly.
12-year-old boy?
The
No,
12-year-old boy. All right.
I draw the line there, sir.
I'll drive.
There's some creepy things happening, but I will not
Everybody
trust
get
my leg.
in. I'll drive.
Do I get any ranger bonuses?
No.
All right. Well, I will roll the 1 again.
So that's a 2.
Rerolls?
No. As you put the high beams on and start leaning in
I
to see
meant the
better,
fog lamps or
but
whatever.
You lean in to see better as the fog is really thick in front of you. You see the shadow of something large in the fog. As you, within a split second, go to dodge it, as you feel the front
Jesus.
left side of the truck hit this thing and skid off and down the side of the truck as the truck spins and the moisture on the road from the fog and kind of circles around, throwing you all on the inside up against the back, the right, kind of smashing Lucas up against the right side of the door as it then comes to a stop.
What the crap? What was that? Do you know how to drive?
Sorry. I don't know what. I don't know what
probably
was
a
that. Did you
deer or
guys?
something.
Did
I
you
don't
guys
know.
see that?
No.
So,
No! You just went crazy all of a sudden and almost got us killed.
No. All right. Can I?
You felt the impact.
What did
Oh.
we hit?
You all felt the impact.
Oh, so we hit something.
You hit something. You felt the impact as it hit and ran down the,
Are
and
we-
kind of like the left side of the truck.
It's probably a deer or
Can I
something.
get out? We have to check.
Yeah, we're gonna get out and look, or I'm gonna get out and look.
Okay. As you get out and you kind of make your way to the front of the truck, you notice kind of white hair out of the front grill of the truck and a streak of blood going all the way down the driver's side of the truck.
Hair like
and
people
a large
hair or animal hair, like fur.
roll your brains, difficulty of 10, but this is something rangerly.
13.
Too coarse to be human hair.
Okay. So this is some kind of fur. Abominable snowman stuff.
It's thick, clump of it, a dent, blood down the side.
Okay. And it's all white, or does it have some like gray
White.
hairs? Okay.
Yelling out from the car.
Okay.
What is it?
Some kind of creature we hit.
Creature?
It's probably just a deer, you guys.
It has some white fur.
An old deer.
All aboard! As you hear in the distance through the fog, as you turn through the fog and see kind of lights still flickering at the train station.
Those guys are really partying, huh?
Yeah, no.
Haunted party.
Look, I know I said we shouldn't go to the police, but we should definitely not be here.
Yeah, can we keep going?
Malika, will you please drive us away from here?
All right. Let's get back in the car. Let's drive away.
You're the only one that got
You
out.
can't.
What?
Car won't start.
Where
came
are we
unlodged.
in the town?
You're still on the outskirts of town.
What is the closest building besides the train station in this town?
The video store.
Let's go to the.
You see the light from the video store.
And this is a
about a
late
block
night
up.
video
The
store.
late night
right?
video store would still be open.
It would still be open.
On the front, there's a flashing yellow neon sign. $7, 7 movies, 7 days. Flashing. And then in smaller and pink, XXX.
Oh, that kind of video store. I thought it was block.
No, they have other types of
breaker
movies too,
over
but
there.
that's just an extra feature.
Okay, well, kids, let's just go over there. They'll have a phone. We can call for help.
I don't really want to go to the video store. I'll wait outside.
Okay, fine.
What?
It's just a video store.
As
It's just it's
the three of you walk down the street through the fog and up the kind of inclined parking lot into the video store, Lucas kind of stops just before going in. As the glass door opens and they walk in, Lucas, you kind of see past them to the back of the store of black fabric hanging over a door as it's kind of gently swaying to the left, to the right, and you see this kind of foggy purple glow coming out from under the fabric, rolling into the floor, as then the glass door shuts and the sign of the video store blocks its view.
pull out my inhaler and take a puff.
The three of you,
Wait, you have an asthma?
You don't know that yet,
the three of you
right?
are inside.
You went inside.
Yeah, they're inside.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
The
I'll
three
tell
of
you
you-
later.
Oh.
As you walk
I'll
in the
tell you
front
later.
door, kind of turn to your left towards the counter,
Mm-hmm.
as there's a man with glasses reading a magazine behind the counter next to the cash register. And he returns, closing up soon.
I need to use your phone, if you don't mind.
He looks up. Are you a member? I've never seen you before.
No, I don't come into town very often, but there was an accident up the street.
Points to a sign behind him and goes back to reading his magazine that says phone is for members only.
Come on, what kind of membership do you offer here?
Oh,
I-
would you like to become a member?
I just need to use the phone, dude.
I have my dad's membership.
Oh, Mylin, sorry, didn't see you there. It's been a while since I've seen your dad come in.
Yeah, I don't know. He's always busy with work.
Yeah, but yes, of course. You check out the new releases while you're here. You know, if you know.
Yes.
But she's with you. It's members. That's fine. If you'd like to call the police station, that's fine. Or sorry, use the phone. Sorry.
Thanks. I'm going to go around the counter and use the phone.
Hit 9 to
Dial out.
dial out. Yeah, just.
Okay. And I guess I would know the police number because I'm the park ranger.
We'll say you know it.
Sure. So I dial in.
It just keeps going.
Nobody answers.
Nobody picks up.
That's weird. I'm gonna hang up and I'm gonna try one more time.
What's happening?
It's just ringing. Hold on.
Just do
Just
911.
911. Call the emergency line.
It's it must not be anyone picking up.
All right. I'm gonna hang up and I'm gonna hit 911.
Yeah, it's really weird. Must be a crazy night. Nobody picking up. Lucas, outside. You start to hear this voice. At first you think it might be Scott. Lucas.
Scott?
Lucas.
Yeah, what's up?
Lucas.
Scott?
We're waiting for you, Lucas. We're in the back, Lucas. As I say that, you kind of turn and lean in to look through the glass window again and down to look past the sign through to the back where you see the purple light change to red as the black curtain kind of waves back and forth.
That's fucking scary.
Come to the back, Lucas.
No.
We're waiting.
No, I'm good. I'll stay out here.
Roll your grit for me. Difficulty of 6.
Let's get a 6 here. Well, do I have any adversities?
You have 6 adversities.
Nice.
I'll use 4. I'm gonna use 4 adversity right here, and I'm gonna roll a 4. Boom.
Okay.
So that's 8.
You notice a
Those are
light
so clutch.
coming from the alley on the back side as you hear a door kind of open and then close. As you kind of cross the glass door to then peek around the alley, you see a group of 6 individuals all wearing fully black tuxes. And they've got some large bag. And they take this bag and they throw it into the back of an old car. Close the trunk. Lock it. And without even looking at each other, one of them gets in, drives away with the headlights off, slowly. Very slowly. As the others open a door on the side of the video store and enter, one by one, 4 of them. As the door closes,
Man, video stores are weird. I'm gonna go inside.
into the video store.
Through
So
the front door.
You walk into the video store through the front door. As you see Malika's at the phone dialing out, and the guy at the counter is like, whoa, 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 kid, do you have parental supervision?
Yeah.
He's with me. Yeah.
Like, little brother or something?
It doesn't matter.
It
You're
doesn't
not allowed to
matter.
ask that.
All right. But I'm sorry, ma'am. I don't think it just must be a really busy night.
Wait. Have you called my parents? You don't know their number, right?
No, I don't know their number.
Well, here, dial their number.
So you run over and grab the phone, and I'm going to say you just start dialing the number. Do you take the phone?
Yeah.
Yeah, I give him
Okay.
the phone.
Hello?
Mom?
Lucas?
Mom.
Where are
Mom,
you?
we were at the petting zoo.
You were supposed to be back hours ago.
I know, Mom. We were at the petting zoo, and then Tammy and Tanya,
Where's Tammy
they
and
ran
Tanya?
off into the woods.
What?
And we ran off and looked for them, and Bert and Mylin and this park ranger, and we were running through the woods, and we heard a scream, and then we found, and then a truck caught on fire, and this guy
Lucas.
exploded, and I don't know where Tammy and Tanya are. I think they're missing.
Tammy! Tanya! They're coming downstairs right now. Hold on.
What?
You are in so much trouble, and I expect a honest explanation of where you've
I'm
been.
in trouble? They should be in trouble. They ran away from me.
Where did your brother go? You hear your sister. We don't know. He just left.
Oh. Tell him to stay the hell out of my room.
You hear them giggling as they run away.
Shit!
In the background. Where are you now?
I'm at the video store.
We're coming to get you. Don't go anywhere. You're in big trouble. No, cancel that. Your father said he'd like to come get you himself.
Dad?
Stay where you are. The phone hangs up.
Oh, shit.
What happened, Lucas?
My sisters went home. They're fine.
What? And
No, but we heard screams in the woods.
are your parents coming to get you?
Yeah, my dad's coming.
Hey guys.
Kick my ass.
Hey guys. And your hands start to glow.
Guys, we gotta go. We gotta go.
The fuck was that? Are you?
Huh? Oh,
You hear a loud crash in the back of the video store. You know what, y'all? We're closing up. It's time to get out of here. So, store's closed. Why don't you all make your way out the exit?
Okay.
Good night, everybody. Good night. Thank you for your
Bye.
continued
What
membership.
was
Tell your dad I said hi.
that-
Go ahead. As he kind of shushes you out, and you hear the door lock behind you, as like very quickly a shutter, like a metal shutter, falls to the ground, blocking the light through to the back. Guys.
Okay.
Hey.
Oh fuck.
Wait, Scott?
Yeah.
Are you
yeah.
the one that makes us go all blue?
What?
Y-
I don't know. I don't know what the fuck's going on. Look, something's up. There's something in here.
What's going on?
I don't know. It's just really cold. It's really dark, but something's in here.
Bad something or
I
good
don't-
something?
Something. I don't know, but it's dangerous. I just know it's dangerous. It's freaking me out. I want out.
All
Whatever
right,
the fuck you all are doing, like, let me out. I want to see things again. I want to see things.
See things.
I want to see. I don't know what's going on.
Scott! Alright. Remember when the light thing came out of my chest like an hour ago?
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to do that again.
Okay, difficulty of 4. You're
Out
going to
of-
lose an energy point. You're down to 1 left. Those will get recharged every 50.
Out of 20?
Oh, difficulty of 4, 2d4s.
Oh, 2d4s. I hate this. My least favorite die. They don't roll. It's like throwing pyramids on the ground. Alright, I have a 3 and a 2.
All of your hands start to glow a bright blue as you feel
God damn it.
as if this energy is moving from your hands to her body as a light emits out, as all the fog around you just pushes out. And you see around you, in a perimeter of around 100 yards, the fog just stops.
Like a bubble.
And there's like this dome as the fog is kind of swirling at the edge of it on the outside of the light, as this entire area is clear and this light is just emitting out from you as if it was daylight, and the fog is swirling around this dome on the outside. Okay, I can see. Why are we at the video store? What's going on?
We needed to get a phone and call the cops.
What? Why? What's happening?
Remember
Where
we
am
have to report everything that happened?
What happened?
Dude, you're dead.
We don't know that, Lucas.
What?
Yeah,
I mean,
dude,
like
Probably
your
dead.
you're probably
body's
dead.
super like dead.
really
I don't-
dead.
Jeez.
I don't.
Well, I mean,
I have tits. I have tits.
no, they're my.
What is going on? I have
No,
tits.
they're my boobies.
What?
Not
What the
my.
fuck's
All for
going on?
me. Not for you.
What the
Oh,
fuck?
shit. This is so
The
gross.
fuck's
This is
going
so
on?
weird. No, shut
Ew,
up.
is he like in your body?
Shut up.
Is he in all of our bodies?
In that
Do
moment,
you have boobs?
Malika is like, "Oh shit, and she puts her hand to her head, and the light closes up. Your hands go dim. The fog starts to creep back in towards the center of where you are.
Scott?
You
Scott?
don't hear Scott.
Okay, so how about we don't do that when we're...
You hear in the distance, and that is where we are going to end tonight's show.
Spooky coyotes.
Spooky coyotes.
If you all would like to play again
Yeah.
next Monday, I'd be down.
Yeah.
I need to know what happens.
I'll check my schedule.
I need to know what's going on with
I'll
this town.
see if I can make some time.
I don't know about this little pervy kid.
Chat, would you like us to play again next Monday night while we continue learning this system and exploring it?
It's a really cool system.
I like it.
I like it a lot.
Yeah, it's fun.
I have so many questions about this town.
Well, I
Good,
guess...
because I don't know if they'll get answered because it's all based on rumors from the chat room.
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
The whole
Yeah.
town's built off these rumors that are coming in, so
Cool.
it's interesting. It sounds like the chat wants us to keep it going, so that's rad. Next Monday night, 6
Dope.
p.m., we will continue this one shot, now a two shot, to see
Sweet.
where the story takes us. Yeah, more rumors will come up with each part, so it'll be interesting. We're going to keep learning the system. I kind of modified the rules for the powers ability
Okay.
to resemble something that'll be more closely to what I think we'll use on the show when it comes out. Yeah, so yeah, basically you all have a sheet. We'll need to keep those sheets because that is now your link to Scott, and when you decide to call upon that, it will interact with you in that way.
Sure.
So we learned that when you call upon Scott, it illuminates the world, but it also illuminates his vision internally, so he can see everything you see, and it lights up everything. But Scott is currently living in this weird abyss, and sees nothing except whatever spooky thing might be in there.
Good.
Or he can touch my body.
He couldn't. I didn't say he could do that. I just said he could see.
See, yeah.
I did not say he could control your hands. That was
He's touching her from the inside.
okay.
No, that wasn't. Aw, that.
Okay.
We've gone there.
No, like
It's happened.
like a ghost.
So,
That's clipped.
what did you all, really quickly, since this has like been kind of a journey today, we started off at 4 p.m. going over the system with the chat. I'd like to just ask you guys a couple questions. We don't start the next show for another 10 minutes. So, chat, what do you think about the system so far? What are you interested in? What do you want to see explored more? And you guys at the table, what are you interested in? And we didn't do a single planned action today because everything was very much like reactionary.
That was really cool.
But what do you think?
So how does the adversity typically work? It's like you get one when you
Every
fail.
time you fail, you get one.
I like that a lot. So it's like building up to like being able to succeed.
Do
Like
something.
if you
So every time you fail, it's not supposed to feel like a failure. Obviously, we changed that for the show.
Sure. That's fun.
I think this is maybe more of the story, but I don't know how the game mechanics might play into it. I think you do a great job at building tension, and I felt tension throughout the whole story. But I think what would make the tension even more tense is moments where we check back into reality. I never felt like...
Not in the first episode.
Yeah.
That was the whole point with Lucas at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that hit home. I was like, oh shit, yeah, that's right. There's just people there. I liked the fact that my different traits allow me to roll different dice, so I definitely felt like I had to lean into the things that I know that I'm better at, which is cool because it's like you don't want to be like one track mind with your character, but at the same point I was like, all right, well, I'm gonna try and beat this guy up. Didn't work out, but yeah, I like that it's the varying, so I have to kind of focus on what I want to do.
Yeah, I think it's interesting that the degree at which what happens narratively is the difference between the dice rolls.
Yeah.
So in your instance, like I had to look at the chart, and it was basically like I take over narrative control of how you get attacked.
Sure.
You can say how you respond, and I get to say how that fails as well.
Sure.
So it's kind of like you don't roll for that next action. It's like you failed so bad, you get hit, you try to respond, but you fail that too, and they get to finish the action. I thought that was interesting.
Yeah. I like all the mysteries that are happening, but it feels like I feel like we're trying to go on the main quest, but all these side quests keep coming up, and I'm just like,
yep, that is the joy with the chat, and that's something I think while we're exploring this for when we do the KOLOK show, I like rumors, but I don't think I could put them in a long-running show.
Sure.
Because if we're building a world in KOLOK that has its own set of rules, if people are adding rumors that are like werewolves, things like that, all that kind of stuff, it's not going to fit to that story at all.
Yeah, it's
Right.
cluttered too.
Now, rumors are one thing. I think, like, that's the thing, too. Somebody said rumors coming over to next week is going to make it interesting. The rumors aren't necessarily true. That's the mystery of the show.
Yeah.
What I
have to
like
give
about
evidence, right?
well, not just that. Even with evidence, that doesn't mean it has to be true.
Yeah.
Right.
So what I like about this right now is it feels very much like a Burbs and Erie, Indiana thing.
Sure. Yeah.
Where you've got all these speculations, all these weird things you think you're seeing,
But
but there
what's
might
what?
actually be really easy explanations for all of it, and it's just your imagination getting let loose from you. I think that's a cool angle on it. That it's not that they necessarily are happening. You just believe them more so than before. Burbs is a great example.
Yeah.
Actually, I would love Burbs the RPG.
Never seen that before.
Why would you drive your car out of the garage at night to put your trash bags in the trash can
beat the
and
hell
then
out of
beat the hell out of them and then get back in your car and back into the garage? And as you were saying that, like, who would do that? Like, put it in there to just put it out there. It's like, I remembered we always put our trash in a trailer, drove it up the hill, and dropped it off and came back.
We would do that. Yeah, I like that you have like different levels for each stat. Specifically being like a dice that you roll. I think that's fun. Like for instance, in like the car situation, if I were to try to drive the car, I'd probably have to roll like brains, right?
Yep.
My brains is a D8 because I'm a 12-year-old. So
Right.
you could set the difficulty at like 12.
Knowing
and
you can't.
Knowing I
succeed.
can't, but I
Yeah.
could be like, but I'm going to use my adversity and
You can
like
always explode
maybe
the die.
succeed. Yeah, and then
Yeah.
if I do succeed, then it's like a 12-year-old trying to drive a car.
Yeah.
Right.
Like it's going to be crazy and
Yeah.
shaky. Like I shouldn't have succeeded kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fun.
Cool. Well, thank you all so much.
Yeah, that was
We're going to
fun.
join you again next Monday night as we continue exploring Kids on Bikes. I know some people in the chat were saying when you hear Kids on Bikes, you don't necessarily think horror.
No,
I-
it's
I do.
immediately
I do too.
I
Yeah.
immediately think of Stranger Things.
I mean, I think of like
Or E.T.
Yeah.
I think of that like genre of horror that's more like about the kids and the characters and about like the real threat being their parents
Yeah.
getting back home. Like there's a monster, but they're ultimately afraid of getting grounded.
shit, Dad's going to be pissed.
yeah.
Well, and it's like even with the stuff where it's like, you know, Kids on Bikes is such an interesting genre to play in. But it's like one of my favorite movies is Goonies, and it's like that's Kids
Oh,
on
yeah.
Bikes, and
Yeah.
there's really is creepy shit in there, and they're, like, they're dealing with, even with that movie, like the
Thieves that want to
thieves
kill
that
them.
want to, gangsters that want to kill them,
Yeah.
you know, booby traps and all that stuff. So
I want to play with, and I'll probably play with this more next week, because the show I want to do for the long-running show is going to be more Twin Peaks-esque and less Erie, Indiana. So I might play a little bit more next week with the absurd and absurdity, which is things like the shoveler. When it's Pandar added the shovel person.
Oh, that was
Just
great.
so creepy.
Fucking
That was
love
awesome.
shit.
So creepy.
I
That
thought
is my bread, but I love that shit. Something that's just like
That was a
somebody that
great
doesn't
character.
make sense,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but does.
well, as
Right.
soon
I
as-
thought that was something you pulled out of the book because I was like, that's amazing.
Yeah.
It was really
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
the
I
fact
thought
that he
was
like
really
could grab it, and I was just like, okay, this is off, right? But that's the whole thing.
Yeah.
But then just like digs a hole where someone died. I'm like,
And he's
it
been doing it
instantly-
all around town.
All around town. So
and then it clicks for everyone of like, oh, fuck.
there's bodies
He's been buried
everywhere.
Everywhere.
So
Why is
good.
that happening?
Right.
Or are they? But that's what's great.
Yeah.
You gotta
Well,
wonder. It's the
also, you
absurdity.
told us there was the pet cemetery and the human cemetery, so it's
Mhm.
like there's a lot of death here. I thought it was interesting. Like my favorite part about Stranger Things is how they show kids, teens, and adults dealing with the same
Mhm.
Right.
Yeah.
you know. And it was interesting because I'm an adult, but I'm only 26 years old. I'm like, I didn't have my shit
So you're
together
kind
when
of
I
an
was
adult.
26. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're kind of an adult. I want to make sure that was its Pandar. The other thing that was driving me crazy tonight, and what it was hard for me to for people I think to understand. Thank you all so much
Yeah.
for your support.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy hell. Our system, like I said, it's really hard on these one shots to track everything coming in all over the place, because usually our systems are built on like at each point this unlocks, which is easy to track. When it's narratively driven, it's kind of like I'm scrolling through tons of messages that say supporting this, supporting that, or supporting this, and I'm like, but what is it? And I'm
Yeah.
trying to like,
Go
while
back to the original
GMing,
source,
also
yeah.
like trying to find the original source and if it's completed or not, and it's really confusing. But see, it was its Pandar with the townie. The other thing that makes it difficult is Streamlabs was losing tips. So it would go from like showing tips, and then all of a sudden jumping to 4 hours ago.
Yeah.
And then it was like,
It
but I
doesn't.
know people were doing it earlier, so then I'd have to log into data administration and do that stuff. But that page is also a little bit difficult to manage. So
All while trying to tell a story.
we'll try to figure it out. We'll try to make it easier to track, because I want people to be able to help each other out. I do like that the chat comes together to do that. Tonight just wasn't really built to do that, so I apologize that I got flustered on it because I couldn't figure out what was going on and stuff was coming in. But I think at that point, we hit our goal. I think we hit
Yeah.
right at the goal.
Is that
Nice.
is that when we got powers?
Yeah.
Is that why we got powers?
I
I was wondering. I was like, is that part of the kids on the bike on kids on
There
bike
are
system?
powers in this.
Okay.
Yes, this system does have powers. It works a little bit differently. In this system, you all come together to control an NPC. So
Okay.
imagine if you were the Stranger Things team and you're controlling 11.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you would each control a personality aspect of another character.
Okay.
So I think that works really well for an at-home game. I
Yeah.
think for something like this, it would be really disorientating and hard for the audience to
Sure.
track. So I want it to be more like you come together to form Voltron
Sure.
instead of
Right.
you're controlling it. In the book, it's kind of like if this falls into this trait, like if you have the sheet in front of you and you're controlling the NPC's character, say if you're controlling 11 and you have her brains and her grit or something like that, you would then role play for her character in that scene when you want to use her,
cool.
and then you could role play, and then you could role play. So you're all together controlling an NPC.
Interesting.
So it's interesting. It's interesting. It's really cool. I just don't think that'll work for the show we're doing.
Sure.
So
I
I
think
wanted to try something else.
That's kind of weird.
Yeah.
But cool.
Especially if it's like I play the I mean, you would want to hopefully be playing it all
Is it
on the level, you know?
is it
Right.
usually like a dead soul, or is it?
No, it's a character. No. It's just an actual character. in
Oh,
the
it's
world.
just a character that
You're all just coming together
we-
to play a character.
it's not that you have powers
It's
to
all
play the
four
character.
of you are all four of you are holding the controller at the same time.
Gotcha.
That's what
I
it
thought
is.
you were saying that we overtake somebody's body and control them.
Nope.
I mean, that's what we're doing right now, kind of. But like in the actual game, it's more that you just
It's a
everyone
full-on
just
person,
kind of.
and you're all working together to control one
Gotcha.
other person.
That's really
So
cool.
in addition to our own characters, okay, that's what I
Yep.
wanted to be.
I like that you've already set up the tension between you don't like Scott, but we kind of
Oh,
have
that
this
was,
relationship.
I was like, oh, I got to bring this character back in because we're about to hit our goal, and I want to make Scott be in your brain.
He's trapped in our heads.
and he's a piece of
I'm
shit.
so pissed.
He's a real piece of shit. Okay, well, thank you all so much.
Yeah.
Coming up right now is Yu-Gi-Oh!
Nice.
Awesome.
I've never played Yu-Gi-Oh! before.
The card game.
I know nothing about
Blue
Yu-Gi-Oh!
eyes, white dragon.
Sure.
Oh, is that what that's
Believe
from?
In the heart
Yeah.
of the cards.
That's what it's all about.
I believe in...
I wonder
Also,
how
like
many.
Pharaoh demons.
I wonder how many Yu-Gi-Oh quotes come across me that just go
Wait!
right over my head.
Matt's whole thing, believe in the heart of the cards, is
Yeah.
from Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yeah.
And then
Yu-
Heart of
Oh,
the
shit.
Fingers.
Oh.
Oh, so blue eyes, white dragon, and believe in the what's the heart of the fingers?
Believe
That's
in
what
the
Matt
heart of
always
the
says.
cards. Heart of the
heart of the cards.
Thank you, D20 Babe, for the host and hanging out. Really do appreciate it.
Yay.
So we're gonna do that right now.
Cool.
I mean, we don't need to cut away. John's probably here, so we just need to run
Hey,
our.
I just
our
need to
switching.
get out of
I'm
here.
gonna
out.
go pee my dog.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go pee
Yeah.
myself.
Oh yeah.
Cool.
Hey, you know what, man?
I'm just here all day. I'm here all day. I've been out on camera since 3. It's just it's
Dang.
my home.
Goodbye.
Now. This
You
is
want
my
some
home now.
chicken?
Yes.
Goodbye forever.
Okay.
Yes. So Naeem and John are going to join us, and it's going to be fun. It's going to be really fun. I've never played Yu-Gi-Oh! Before, so I think Naeem's just probably finishing setting up the top-down switching and everything, and it's going to be a good time.